This is really the Fighter and the Kid.
Come on, baby.
First thing first, we got a huge show.
1,000, buddy.
1,000.
Do we look at our boy Brian?
Shout out to Brian Johnson. He's the best.
Wow.
Brian Johnson came here and made that for us, man.
Wow. 1,000 Fighter and the Kid. That's my tattoo, guys. I just found out the tattoo I'm getting on my very flat chest. And my joke the other day, I said, I no matter what I do when I work out, I stay about as muscular as your average mannequin. And that's fine.
Facts.
Now, I want to just plug Nashville this weekend.
Wow. Okay.
I know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Zanies, come see me. That's all we're going to do.
That's what we're doing with our
This
time.
is 1,000.
Yep.
Let's go. We got cupcakes.
Sinaj, you made these cupcakes?
I did.
Did you make those cupcakes?
I made those.
How'd you make them? From what?
You know,
Scratch.
normal cupcakes.
But I did do the funfetti because I know B likes it.
No, but
I was
like
eating
this.
icing out there on my own.
You were,
Before I
huh?
gave it. I need some energy.
Let me taste this.
A little energy. Callen's such a...
Outstanding.
The icing's nothing
I love
better.
Sanaz.
Dude, 1,000 shows, pal.
Buddy.
More than that, though.
Buddy,
Actually,
I love
more
you.
than that.
You sent me a fucking video. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's really good. You sent me a video, and it was a guy who said, there are a couple guys you can call at 3 a.m.
Yep.
And I like that you sent it. All you do is send me a video about a soldier saying they're the 3 a.m. friends.
I think he was a Navy SEAL.
It's the 3 a.m. friends. Like, oh, you get a call at 3 a.m., you just hear them getting their gear together. And you sent that to me. That's all you had to do.
That's it.
That was our intimacy. That was him saying, you know, that's how friends who are guys talk. We don't have to say anything. He just sent me a video.
And you're the only friend I sent it to.
You're damn right I'm the
Yeah.
only friend.
Notice I didn't send it to the group chats we had. No,
dude.
No. You guys don't deserve that.
No.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't know.
You don't know. You know with me,
Yeah.
I got to do what I got to do. My wife would be like, what are you doing? I go, what do you want me to do? Hey, thanks for the 1,000 episodes. Thanks for the fucking 14 years. But I need my sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been doing a hot second.
Yeah.
And what I was saying in the post is obviously there's a million podcasts now. You got to realize when we started, it was not the landscape was not like this. No. We're the first, I think, pro athlete comic duo ever.
No. That is a fact.
Yeah.
No. The first.
The first.
Dirty comedian, cage fighter.
Yep.
Podcast. Okay. Yeah. You first guys to, and this was your thing, graphics,
Yep.
selling merch,
Yep.
live podcasts were your idea.
Yep.
Remember, I was like, I don't want to do this because I'm on the road. You're like, let's fucking do some live. I'm like, live pod. What are we gonna do with live podcasts? We started doing that.
And remember, I was like, no, you can't just sit there with mics and talk. That's going to suck for a live experience.
Yeah.
And then that's where your training came in. You're like, oh, we'll do like improv.
Yeah.
We'll have bits. I'm like, yeah, we'll write it all out, have a plan.
And nobody cares now. But let me just say this. If you and I had started now, if we were in our, you know, if you reverse the time, we were before people were making that crazy.
You know what I think about it is, you remember when we were kids, especially you, but especially me too, when you were kids, there was like 7 channels.
Yeah.
And those 7 channels were popping. They were good.
They were popping.
They were good. And weren't they fun? And man, there's a lot of talent there. They were good.
Yeah, bro.
And then cable came out. And now streaming's out. We're one of the original, like Channel 4, Channel 7, Channel 9, and they're fun, and we're old timers.
A lot of fun.
But now that streaming's here.
Now my dentist has a podcast.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Now my therapist is like, I have a podcast. You mind if I use this bit? I'm like, all right, whatever, man.
Yeah.
So it's just, you know, the barrier of entry just is blown up, and there's a lot of talent,
there's not a lot of talent. There's a lot of great podcasts.
There's a lot of good podcasts, a lot of duos that are good.
Yep.
But then there's a lot of awful ones. Sure. But that's how it goes. Like there's a lot of horrible shows on Netflix, a lot of great shows.
Yep.
But the barrier of entry is nothing now. It was just different, but we also didn't do it like in the post that I made about us. It's also like, keep showing up. Remember I told you that. You're like, what are we going to do? I'm like, just show up, man.
Well, you said that when we had Conor on.
Yep.
We had Conor McGregor on, and I remember you just looked at me and you go, we just keep doing this. I had a lot of other shit going on.
There
are a couple times.
That's what people don't realize.
There are a lot of times. I remember you and I had real come to Jesus moments because I was like, I don't know if I can do the podcast anymore because I'm doing this TV show full time. I'm doing this other thing. And you said to me, you've been at this for a long time, Bri. If you got to step off, I get it. I remember you said that.
Oh yeah, always supportive. But my whole thing with it is like I didn't know where it was going to lead or if it was going to make a ton of money. I had no clue. But what I did know, it was ours.
Yeah, and it was magical.
It was ours, and we had so much fun doing it. And it was ours. So it was like, when I was at E and I got fired for, saying too outlandish stuff or whatever it is, okay. It was like, okay, or when even when like, whatever, you lost a gig here or whatever happens, all good. Like this was the mothership.
This was our mothership.
Like this, like we could always rely on this, and we owned it 100%.
Yeah.
And that was my thing with Fox. Remember with Fox, so we're way over 1,000 episodes because when we're at Fox and when we were doing a grind out of Brian's basement, when people would call in, it was just audible. And then I was like, all right, let's start doing video, and that's when we talked to Fox. So the 1,000 start when
my garage. It wasn't a basement, but I like
your
basement.
garage. Yeah. So Fox, gave us the capability to do video, and that's where the 1,000 starts. So it's way more than 1,000 because the previous ones before that. But remember, Fox, they to their, it's not their fault. They didn't know how big podcast was going to get, and then once we started to get traction, they're like, hold up, you guys have advertisers? I'm like, yeah, isn't it cool? We got advertisers. Remember, there was no agency dealing with this. Me and Brian I was dealing with it. And remember, CAA was like, hey, we want in. I'm like, absolutely not. We would never give anybody a piece of this, ever. That was my number one thing. Nobody touches this. You and I worked our ass off. No one's going to touch this. Could we have went farther if we had CAA or some of these big management companies that came to us? Maybe. I don't know. But my whole thing was like, nope, we don't want to be censored. We don't want anyone to deal with it.
I remember the first time you sent me a picture of a check that we made from sponsors. And I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. I've been grinding.
Yeah.
And that check just came from us talking. And I was like, wait, we got something here. Because I remember that you were like, not bad, huh? For 2 months or something. And I was like, hey, I might be able to pay my bills with this fucking thing. That was a huge thing for me as an actor because I never had any stability ever.
And then remember,
until I was 45.
Remember, all your acting friends were telling you, leave the pod, it's a bad look.
My agent was like,
cheap.
money on a podcast. My agent had no idea what the fuck. I remember my first wife too. My ex-wife said to me, when she said, because we were doing the podcast for a while, and we were just showing up. I wasn't trying to do anything. And she goes, God, your podcast is so damn funny. You guys kill me. I went, you're listening to it? She goes, yeah, it's so quick and funny. It's just so entertaining. And I was like, really? Like, I didn't get it.
Let's take a little break on episode 1,000. It's 1,000. A big deal, dude.
Yeah.
You know what's a big deal is buying a home, dude, if you have bad credit. Oh, my God, dude. If you have bad or below average credit.
We've both been through trying to buy a home and the stress.
Dude, try buying a home, a car, even just moving to a new apartment. If you have bad credit, what are you going to do? I got something for you. Kickoff. It's the fastest, easiest way to safely jumpstart your credit and get those goals quicker. No credit check required. Sign up for a monthly plan in minutes. Start building credit immediately for as low as $5, man.
Wow.
That's how easy it is. You sign up in minutes from your phone, start building credit right away. Use autopay to build credit while you sleep. You never worry about missing a freaking payment.
So it's a credit building app.
That's right. No credit check, cancel anytime you want. And Kickoff is the #1 credit building app out there.
Well, it says it's got 100,000 positive reviews, 100,000 on the App Store.
Dude.
98% are 5 stars.
That's right, dude. Damn. So join over 1 million people building credit with Kickoff credit account today. Get your first month for $1 at getkickoff.com/fighter today. That's getkickoff, kick without the C. That's KIKOFF. So it's getkickoff.com/fighter. Special offer applies to new Kickoff premium customers for their first month only. Subject to approval and only available at getkickoff.com/fighter. Terms of offer are subject to change. Getkickoff.com.
What's up?
Andrew Schulz, who never forgets us. It's a rare quality.
Never, ever, once. Oh, wow, this is cool. It asks you if it's okay that somebody's recording. That's nice.
You see
That's
that?
good to know.
There you go.
Is this okay? The background, boys? Are we cool with that? I'm just like holding my phone.
No,
it's a beige background. You can see that expensive painting behind you, or maybe it's a photograph.
Is this your house, Schulte?
This is my bedroom.
It's not a house. It's a mansion. It's a manor.
Well, it's New York, so it's like 2-bedroom, right?
Yeah, barely.
That's a mansion in New York.
You live in a box no matter how rich you are in New York. I don't care what it is. It's a box.
Facts.
Brother, how's life? How's life? The new dad, fresh off the Netflix roast, like, dude.
Yeah, things are cool, man. The new dad shit is the coolest, I'll be honest with you.
Isn't that great? I'm a new dad.
Yeah, we went to music class today.
Really? How old's your boy?
Girl.
4 months old.
You've chosen your baby's gender. It's not a baby. It's great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And
So,
music class. Music class at 4
Yeah,
months.
they'll just find any way to just take your money. That's what I've realized about this is like, we were doing it and they were like, let's meet at this building. And it wasn't even in the building. It was just on the grass. And it was like, and this was the thing that bothered me the most is that it was on the water, but the teachers had the view of the water. I think bare minimum, if we're going to pay for a class that's on the grass randomly, like anybody could have just showed up and they could have told me, what am I not going to, I'm going to tell my kid to not sing while these people are singing and doing the songs. But yeah, you guys get it. This is something
you'll see, because my kids are in Santa Monica. There is an entire industry dedicated to making sure that your kids' non-problems are taken care of. And at the slightest, ADHD, maybe there's another thing.
Medicate them.
Maybe your kid should have a minder. Maybe your kid should check in with this specialist. And after a while, you're like, oh, I'm getting fucking gamed. I'm getting gamed.
It's a business. Schulz, you had Dana White on your podcast recently. Usually when Dana's on a pod, I know most of it, right? Like I'm in the business, so I usually won't listen. But I had to listen to yours. I listened to the whole thing. I always, this. I'm a huge fan of the show, so I listened to the whole thing. I enjoyed it because especially your perspective of things that ask some certain questions. But I thought for sure you were going to be the guy when Dana goes, yeah, Slap Fight has more followers than Real Madrid. I thought 100% you or the boys would be like, well, Dana, and it's not Dana's fault. Like, I think someone told him that, and he's just, he's 50. He doesn't know. Yeah. I thought for sure he'd be like, bud, that's not real.
So he brought it on the pod. You can see it on the pod. He has this like list of, basically like statistics of the success of slap fighting or whatever it's called.
Yeah, slap boxing. Yeah, slap fighting.
Slap fighting. And I think what I assume it is that the show gets insane ratings online. It's impossible to keep scrolling while two people are about to slap each other.
Agreed.
That's like not physically possible, right? So you're going to get more views than like a soccer, a cool goal, or like a random picture of Ronaldo or some shit like that. But there's no way that the league has more followers than Real Madrid.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like, of course, that's not going to happen. But what's really interesting, and I don't know if he was talking about this on the pod or afterwards, but like the entire story of UFC, and I don't know if this was pre-pod or after the pod or during the pod that he was talking about this, but like I get why he's so bullish on slap fighting.
Me too.
Because the things that people said about the UFC the entire time they were building it are the exact things that people say about slap fighting.
Yep.
Oh, this is grotesque. This is brutal. These are just destroying these people. Who are these guys? They're a bunch of guys that, they're working at fucking Home Depot. They're just dragging them out here. Like everything they used to say about early days UFC. Because when I first saw the slap thing, I told Dana, I was like, bro, I don't really get it. It's not really for me. But every time it comes up on my Instagram, I'm watching that shit every single time.
Really? I can't really. For me, it doesn't.
But have you ever watched it be like real? Like I was pretty outspoken. Like, what the hell are we doing? My only issue, and like I don't doubt Dana, right? The guy hits home runs. All he does is hit home runs.
Hold on 1 second. What's that? Oh, no, sorry. Go.
I was saying all Dana does is hit home runs. He knocks it out of the park every time. So I'm not doubting that. My issue was with the whole slap fight thing. Is it was on the UFC feed. So they were pushing the narrative of, hey, all you guys are like slap fight if you like UFC. And I'm like, do your thing, but don't force it on me, if that makes sense. Like, just have it its own thing.
When you just going to be like, my bad, Dana?
I've already done that.
Invite me back to the shows. Invite me back to the UFC events.
No, we're good, brother.
Bad,
no, we're good. We're good, bro.
I'm driving the wedge. Bro.
No, not at all. No, people think that. No, me and Dana are good.
Just go. My bad, bro. You know what I mean?
No.
I want to go to the fights. I want to sit up there with the boys. You know what I mean? I want to watch
kiss the ring.
Things. Like,
kiss the ring. You gotta kiss the ring.
It's like, bro, the second, and that's why I want to learn the whole story, is because when you learn the whole story of things, you have a lot different perspective. Yes. I was like, what the fuck is the real story of the UFC? When I find out they're 40 million in debt, like 40
right
million.
Right now?
No.
Hey,
in the early days.
Like 12 billion right now.
Right.
They funded the fighter show themselves, the Ultimate Fighter themselves. they put all the money up themselves because the network wouldn't fucking put it on.
Yep.
Like the amount of times. Now, granted, they have an investment fund, but investment funds have to show the Fertittas have to show return. You can't just keep dumping money into some shit that everybody says you're an absolute lunatic for doing.
Right.
So the fact that they put that much in, that much time, blood, sweat, and tears, like I get it. Like it's you have a different perspective for it.
Well,
all you need to do is just say, my bad.
Yeah,
and then you get to go to the shows again.
No, Schulz.
You're not going to sit front row. You're going to
I'll sit behind you.
with the side.
He's gotta work
You're going to
his
sit
way
with the
in.
side bitches. You're going to sit with the
Nah,
side
hey,
bitches.
don't do me like that. No,
you're going to sit up in the 100 area.
No, hell no.
100.
200.
The 100.
You're going to work yourself down.
Nah.
You're going to work yourself down.
I'll put one call. I'll put one call into Rogan, and it'll put me right behind him. I might get assassinated. No, but me
That
and
might happen.
me and Dana are cool. Like there's no beef between us. Even on the UFC 300 thing, I was like, "Why you bring up old shit?" You know. But I was like, "Respect. UFC 300 was dope. Me and him are good." Everyone thinks like this is ongoing beef. I got nothing respect for him. I love that
Hey,
guy.
Andrew, I want to ask you a question. As a guy who's always ahead of the trend in a way, you know, slap fighting reminds me of the fact that like people's attention span is so short. Like nobody's even watching a whole special. It's like, why even do an hour when you know at the end of the day they're going to watch 20 minutes of it, maybe less. Even when you post a joke. So like, what do you think? Is that going to come back? What do you
I think the Tom Brady shit broke that.
Yeah.
Because the Tom Brady shit was 3 hours long or whatever the fuck. Like I remember sitting up there. I had to take 2 pee breaks. Like I'm looking at the guy who owns the Patriots, Kraft or whatever. I'm like, there's no way you don't have to pee. Like I had to leave during Bert and Tom's set so I could go pee. Like, so I'm looking at this and I'm like 3 hours later, and then everybody in the world fucking watched it. Yeah. Like it's insane the amount of people that watched it.
That was also a watershed moment because it was a bunch of guys who now and gals who were being as off color and politically incorrect and using words that would get you canceled normally, and people loved it. It was like, you know, enough of this bullshit.
I think like oftentimes like there's an impactful event, right? And that impactful event is evidence that the tide has changed.
Yep.
But the tide changes before. Like the cancel culture shit and like saying whatever you want to say was done maybe like 2 years ago, maybe a year ago. I don't know, like a year ago. It's maybe 2 years ago it started to change. Maybe like a year ago, it's really like, okay, we're pretty good. But that was the moment I think that like everybody realized, oh, okay, you could say whatever you want now. Now, human beings are going to do what we do with everything, which is fucking ruin it.
Yeah.
Like the second the cancel culture shit is over, now you got all these people like white people and then the internet are like, well, why can't I say the N-word? Yeah. And it's like now all of a sudden they're going to fuck it up for everybody. Yep. And they're going to go crazy on the say whatever you want shit. And then all of a sudden the pendulum is going to swing back. And that is just what happens over and over again throughout history. The pendulum. But right now we're in this nice little pocket where you can say whatever you want. So enjoy.
Yeah. We'll see how long it lasts.
So if you can say what you can say whatever you want. So just Brendan, just say, I'm sorry, Dana White. That's all you got to say. Get me out of the 200s.
100 rows.
I apologize about what I said about the UFC account and the slap account and who's getting the views or whatever. Everything is okay because we want you there. I want you there. I want to watch the fight with you.
I'll take it, brother.
I want to know what's going on. Everybody wants Big Brendan there.
Yep. Are you going to be? Do you go to the? When was the last time you went to a fight?
He goes to a bunch, right?
I went to Abu Dhabi. That might have been the last one. I was doing a show there as well. So I watched that one.
Yep. I'll be at the one on the 29th. You going to be there on the 29th, Vegas?
Where is it? Where?
That's the Vegas. Conor fight. Yeah, Conor's not going to fight, but that he's supposed to on that. Yeah.
Okay. So what's the deal with that? Do you guys think that fight is going to happen?
It's not happening.
Whoa. You know that for a fact?
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Yes. Is this breaking news? Do we have breaking news?
You would probably bet a lot of your money on the fact that it's not going to happen. Let's put it that way.
Yes. Listen. Yes, I completely get that 100%. Here's the thing. It's like, do you want it to happen? Absolutely. Do you hope when you see Conor partying at his club that it's just all gamesmanship and he wants everybody to be like, hey, I'm not really training, but then maybe he is. But I just, the feeling that I have is like, uh-oh. But why do you know it's not going to happen? Tell me.
I'll tell you off air. I'll tell you off air, but if you're a Conor fan, get your money back.
Wow, dude, you were just back in Dana's good graces, man. It's so crazy. You were like right there.
He can't help himself.
And then he throws it all away.
It's
just what he cannot.
I'm trying to help my boy out. I was trying to. I don't want you getting the wife, the kid all together, flying to Vegas, and you're hoping you see Conor. It doesn't happen. I'm trying to help you out. Dana understands that.
No. I'm not doing anything. I'm chilling this summer. I got to take most of the summer off, but maybe for Conor, that would be fucking unreal. Wait a minute. Does Conor? Wait a minute. Here we go. Does Conor step in for Tyson?
No.
I mean, he's the only person that could step in, and then the fight still goes on.
That's rather intriguing.
He's the only. Who else could step in, and then the fight goes on? Like, I don't want to see Jake fight Logan. I don't give a fuck.
No, I think Jake's going to fight Mike Perry.
But that hold on, but you're conflicting. That's not a replacement of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson and Jake are still fighting, but it's not till December.
Gotcha. Yeah.
November, I think.
November or December, end of the year.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that. I'd love to see the trash talking. I'd love to see the whole thing go on.
But just logistically, it's never happening, right? Because he has one fight left on his UFC. It's fun to talk about, but the UFC would never allow that to happen.
Yeah, he's got to fight. He's got to fight one more.
But
he has one more.
I'm trying to think of the people that have the cachet, that have the pull to fill that void. The void of Mike Tyson being there, the only other human being that I can think that has enough star power at this point is Conor.
Agree.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think who else
to step in for Mike Tyson.
Yeah. And it's not about skills. It's about who else does the world care about every single fucking breath they take?
Yep. Like casuals.
That's what makes it so.
Fight Ben Affleck. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's not even Ben Affleck. It's Rogan. It's Rogan and Conor McGregor, the only people that could step in for Mike Tyson. Those are the only two human beings 100%. That could step in.
As long as Rogan can kick and grapple, it might be interesting.
Oh, dude, that would be. Are you kidding me? That would be bigger than Tyson.
Yeah,
agree.
I genuinely believe if Rogan says, "I'll fight Jake Paul," that's the biggest fight in history.
That's bigger than Tyson.
Rogan has the opportunity to not only have the biggest podcast,
the biggest fight ever,
but the biggest fight ever.
The biggest fight ever.
He just out trumps everybody. It's just him winning at all.
Yeah, just everything, winning, just killing. I remember a long time he was going to fight Wesley Snipes. And I think Wesley got a hold saw him hitting mitts and kicking. And Wesley was like, I don't think this is a good idea. But I remember he was just training.
Oh, it was legit about to go down.
Goes, I'm just training. I'm training.
They had contracts and everything. It was this close to happening. This close.
He was training all the time. Because I saw him and I was like, what's up? He goes, I'm just training all the time now. I'm getting ready for my fight with Wesley. Because Wesley's a thick dude. You know, athletic and strong. But this was 15 years ago.
He's about to fuck up Blade.
Yeah. And I think
that's bad for the brand. You can't, as an action hero, get knocked the fuck out.
Well, but Wesley had done a lot of dancing and he'd done some of that karate. But then he saw like Rogan's a psycho. Yeah,
dancing.
He did a lot.
He did a lot of training for a white man can't jump, dude. He's athletic,
strong.
Yo, I think Rogan's taking out Jake Paul in an MMA fight, like no question.
He's a black belt. The only issue is he's 50. What is he? 56. 57. That's the issue.
Yeah. But he's also like a science experiment.
That's
like
also,
you don't know.
Yes.
Like he might be 57 in like human years, but we don't know what he is in science years.
This is fact.
Like
all that HGH, like Uber Rogan,
whatever he's got going on.
Yeah.
It's like I think. Oh my God! I think in an MMA fight,
it's interesting.
I mean, if he just starts chewing up the legs, like what if he just starts kicking him in the legs? If it goes on the ground for jiu-jitsu, I don't know what Jake's jiu-jitsu pedigree is, but I would imagine
he's in trouble. He'd be in trouble.
Joe's going to fucking tie him up. So Jake's got to keep it on the feet.
Yeah. The only issue is Rogan's wrestling. He doesn't have any wrestling background.
Rogan has no wrestling. He has no takedowns.
And Jake does.
Do you need wrestling?
To get somebody down? Joe has literally. He'll tell you himself. He is not a wrestler.
He could jump half guard though.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, or get punched in the face when you do that.
But let Jake take him down, and now we're in jiu-jitsu.
Correct.
But I don't think Jake's going to take Joe down. Jake's going to know Joe's a black belt, so Jake's going to keep it on his feet. Joe doesn't have a way to get Jake on the ground.
You know what the problem with all this? As much I'd love to see
never happening.
Well,
but I like
Rogan has too much goddamn money that we can't talk him into this.
I was going to say that.
But he likes doing shit that scares him. Like everything every habit he has, everything that he's into is like something that is hard.
No. Like this is what he'd say to you. I know what he'd say. Because I was boxing and sparring, and he was like, "Don't do that anymore." And I was like, "Why?" He goes, "Because you don't want to get CTE." And so and in order to get ready for a fight with Jake, you'd have to spar, which means you're going to get hit in the head, and he's not getting hit in the head even once. He just does not want to do that.
That's not
it would be bad. And then he always says, "I don't need to be more famous or more rich. I've got it."
I think he's good. Schulz.
I do though. I do.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Brian Callen will fucking fight Jake Paul right now.
I need naked. I need whatever I got. I need.
Wait, why do you think you could fuck me up? That's what I'm like. Why do you think?
I never said. I never said.
Yeah, he did.
And I almost hit up this Egyptian boxing coach. Like, yo, we got a fight coming up. Like, we really got to get after it. Hossam Abdin. We have a fight.
Look, you're an athletic guy. You're an athletic guy. You don't have my experience, and you.
What experience?
You'd have to pack a lunch.
How many fights you got?
I mean, I did a lot of
like legit
kickboxing.
Fights.
How many smokers? You ever have a smoker or anything?
He has smokers.
But I spar. I actually fought a lot.
So I have more experience.
But he has more smokers.
I fought in college. I fought a lot of around the country in tournaments.
Karate.
Those are smokers.
It was kickboxing, punching, kicking to the head.
Since when?
It's
the first I've ever heard of.
And by the way, it was full contact, all full contact. That's where
you do.
So this is real.
No takedowns. But I was a wrestler. I wrestled, for most of my life.
If you fought against another guy, and there was something to be won, not just sparring, but something to be won, you have way more experience than me if you did tournaments around the country.
Yes, I do. I have a lot more experience.
Even though when you said that, you and I and Brendan didn't believe it. But you did say it.
I'm not buying it at all.
Believed it.
Yeah, you would say. I mean, if you really ask him without ribbing,
I wouldn't say you toured all over the country fighting.
But I did when I was in college.
But that's the
I've never heard. That's the first I've heard.
That's what I did.
I'm just saying.
You want to hear something even better? In 1988, I won the American Taekwondo Championships.
Taekwondo I know, but in college, what was the association?
We were actually punching.
What was the association?
American Taekwondo Association.
So it's Taekwondo. Yeah. That's completely different than actually boxing, fighting.
No, I know, but we were fighting full contact
in Taekwondo.
Yes.
Okay.
But wait, the only difference was I think the reason I won, not because I was good, but we were practicing we would throw hands like boxers.
Yeah,
we were doing that.
Then it's not typical Taekwondo because Taekwondo you're not allowed to throw hooks. No,
it wasn't at all. You
just said it was Taekwondo.
It wasn't at all typical. So Taekwondo most of the time is point fighting. I never did point fighting once. The tournaments I was in, people were kicking and trying to knock each other out and getting knocked out, and so there was a little bit of a difference. But the reason I never talk about it, the only reason you never heard about it is that very simply, I've said this before. You'll never hear me talk about my Taekwondo days, and here's why. Because we never punched to the face. And if you don't punch to the face and just to the body in tournaments, it doesn't count to me. Now, I boxed a lot in a gym and sparred.
I'm almost positive you said you were punching to the face about 60 seconds ago. 60 to 120 seconds ago.
There's a lot of holes. There's a lot of holes.
I did train.
The biggest hole is this. Nobody in history has ever said this sentence. I toured the country fighting. Nobody's ever said that. That's not.
It sounds like comedy, right? It sounds like comedy.
It seems like
I toured the company. I toured the company, giving speeches and fighting.
And then he's so defensive. Yeah. He's defensive about it too.
I've never talked about it. You've never heard me talk about it because I don't. I
think you're a professional comedian. I think you've been a professional comedian for decades, and you're conflating those two things.
I like where you're thinking. I like where you're thinking. Yeah. Here's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go through my whole fight pedigree. Judo as a kid, where I did do tournaments. Not a big deal.
Well, what age?
Wrestling.
What age judo?
Starting at 9. That's what got me into wrestling. So I went to America for the first time at 14 and became a wrestler. Wrestled all 4 years in high school in earnest. Went to Dan Gable's camp. And then, and then,
hold on. How successful a wrestler were you in high school?
I was really good, to be honest with you.
State champ.
So I took third in the All New Englands at MIT, and the All New England tournament was a tournament where everybody from public school and all the private schools would go to wrestle. So I took third there. Wow. And then I
what
took
weight class?
139, I think, in my senior year, and then. I was seeded 16th at the Nationals in Lehigh. 16th is not a big deal. It's like that's not even worth mentioning. So I was okay. I was a pretty good wrestler. And then the guy I'd beaten at American University, which was a D1 program, I had beaten and he was starting. So I went to wrestle there. And then
not on scholarship though.
No.
So you walked on.
I walked on, but I didn't even walk on because I talked to the coach. And then I had a back injury. And I think it was because I couldn't stand losing the weight. And I'd gone to Dan Gable's wrestling camp for 2 weeks. And I was like, if this is D1 wrestling, fuck off. I don't want to do it. I just didn't want to do it. So I think I gave myself a psychosomatic back injury. And then I saw these guys kicking and punching on a level I'd never seen. And I was like, I want to learn how to do that. So I do martial arts. And guess what I learned? Here's another thing I never talk about. I realized that for me to be good at Taekwondo or full contact kickboxing or whatever, I had to set up patterns. And I realized that there were guys that could beat me with no problem. And I was like, I'll never be a champion at this shit. Every time you go to practice in my studio, you could get knocked out. So you're always fucking nervous. It was always scary. Always. A little bit. That's why whenever I would box and Wayne McCulloch would go, you're sparring today, I'd be like, oh, fuck. Remember I said to you, I'm getting dizzy because I was getting hit too much. And you were like, keep it up, dude, at your age.
I did Taekwondo for 1 week. My dad signed me up for it. I went, this is gay, and I walked out.
Yeah. But where I was doing what I was doing, it was pretty, those guys can kick your head off, and it was pretty good, and we were fighting. But the point is, I've done enough of it. I'm a Henso blue belt in jiu-jitsu. I still roll.
Yeah. What's up,
I still
Schulz?
box
What's
now.
up, bro?
Talk
that shit now, dog.
But
Talk
I'm an
that
old man,
shit
but
now.
I'm also old.
With jiu-jitsu, we're not talking about. I don't know how to do jiu-jitsu. That shit is mad uncomfortable.
Yeah. I saw you
everything
hit
about
mitts.
it is just uncomfortable.
Schultz has been boxing for a while.
Anybody can hit mitts.
Yeah.
I think that if you have a decent amount of coordination, you can hit mitts.
Yes.
So I don't know how much we can tell about hitting mitts.
You can't
always bring up mitts.
No, I'm saying I saw you hitting mitts, but it's not boxing.
No.
The biggest difference for me, at least that I've experienced when it comes for boxing, my very little experiences is when I was boxing back in the day in college, is just comfort while punches are being thrown at you.
Yes.
How comfortable are you sitting in there? How comfortable are you with distance and that kind of stuff? So if what you're saying is you've been in these tournaments where people are punching you in the face, and I don't know if they are doing that.
No,
you can't punch to the face.
That's why I never talk about
punch.
So just kicking. If there's no punching to the face,
just to the body,
I'm gonna maul you. I'm gonna absolutely.
No. Hold on. Hold it.
Been in a situation where you're getting punched in the face.
Did a lot of sparring.
That's different.
No, did a lot of sparring where I was punching in the face. A lot of sparring.
I don't know. I mean, how hard are we talking about?
Well, we gotta get Wayne. I'll let you talk to Wayne McCulloch, who used to throw me in there with a lot of guys.
We talk about practice right now. We're talking about practice.
Wayne McCulloch was a world champion. He was my teacher.
We talk about practice.
I would spar a lot. So I'm pretty comfortable in that arena. If you and I are going to go at it, it's going to be, you're going to have your hands full. I'll give you that.
I might.
Look, you're
I
a tall
genuinely
kid.
might.
You're a tall kid. I got to under your jab, but I'm gonna give you some props.
Schultz is too successful now to do it.
Tell me how it's gonna go.
That's the bummer.
This is how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feint my jab at your head, and then I'm just gonna start popping you to the stomach.
Really?
And then you're just going to feel a little bit uncomfortable, but I'm just going to touch you, and then you're going to realize that the distance is a lot further than you thought it was.
It's a problem for you. The distance is a problem. Yeah.
And then I'm going to start hitting you upstairs because those arms are going to come down.
Oh, I see.
But I'm not going to really exactly. So I'm not going to really release anything.
You're going to pepper.
And then I'm just pepper. I'm not even going to throw the right hand. No. I'm not really going to throw the right hand.
That's a threat. That's here. That's here. Yeah.
It's nothing. It's not even doing anything.
Right.
I don't even know if I have the footwork at this point to
but you
really
play basketball,
drop it.
So you got some footwork. You're younger, a little. You're not as strange as sports.
This is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm going to, instead of throwing the jab, I'm going to open up and I'm going to throw kind of like a soft hook. It's not even to be that big.
I got you.
And the right hand is going to follow it. And then we're going to stop sparring. That's going to be.
Now let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question.
Yes.
When I'm getting under your jab and I'm punishing
There's no getting under the jab. There's no getting under the jab.
Okay.
There's no punishing the midsection.
No,
there's no get.
But you got a lot of midsection.
Getting under.
I feel like your midsection is a whole country of possibilities, and I mean.
I'm all legs. No,
I know.
You're going to see my legs spread.
Right.
And you're going to see the distance with the arms, and you're just going to go, what was I thinking?
Right.
What
What if I catch angles though? If I start stepping to the side, now I'm throwing, and I've been throwing a long time. I've been throwing my hands a long time, so now my balance is a little better than you thought.
I think both of you break your noses though. Let's just say that.
We'll spar with a bar. Let's spar with a bar.
I'm wearing the fucking I'm wearing a bunch of
pterodactyl.
Maybe football helmets. You know what I mean?
Nothing's getting hurt here. By
the way, one of the problems with boxing is that if you're in boxing, I would feel very awkward actually punching you in the face because I like you. I'd feel awkward. It does get
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I went through that as well when I would like spar with guys that I liked, where it's like I either had to be really close friends with you and you know that I wouldn't hurt you and like we were good.
Yeah.
But the people that I was like kind of friends with, I felt really weird. Like if I would crack them,
Me too.
I wouldn't feel weird when they hit me weirdly enough. And they would. I'd get hit all the fucking time.
Yep.
But I would feel that it's the strangers I felt more comfortable sparring.
Yes, it would be very awkward.
Just felt better.
I would get no satisfaction from like hooking you and actually hurting you where you have to take a second. That doesn't make me feel good.
That's why the pros that we would pay guys.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, all right, if I knock him out, at least he's getting paid.
Yes.
You knock him out, he's at least getting a check.
Yeah, because two jokers like us,
but
you and I might start swinging and somebody's going to connect and then somebody gets like you're having trouble chewing or it's like, oh fuck.
Schulz, I feel like you've cleaned up your diet too. Not that you were ever fat. You've always been thin, but your face looks different. Now you're a little Hollywood, a little more famous. Whatever.
I'm falling apart, Brendan. I am my heaviest I've ever been.
No.
I am. I put on the baby weight. I am playing padel, or padel, which is the most amazing sport I've ever played in my entire life. I'm absolutely addicted. I'm playing it 3 times a week. I'm obsessed with the sport. But what the sport does is it's not even paddle tennis.
That's how you know we're getting older.
Padel. Paddle tennis is a country club sport. I knew you grew up rich, you fucking wasp. But
I'm Italian. I'm Sicilian. What do you mean wasp? I'm Sicilian.
This is padel, and but what it does is it makes you fat. Like for whatever reason, the way that you burn calories, they just come right back.
It's not pickleball. It's not pickleball.
Not pickleball. It's very insulting. Pickleball is the taekwondo of racket sports. So we can't do that. We can't do that.
Fuck, dude, I do pickleball and taekwondo, so I shouldn't even talk to you about fighting or sports.
Bro, can you please stop playing pickleball and play paddle? I know I'm going to connect you with the guy in LA
play paddle in Venice. I play paddle.
Yeah, we play. Is paddle the one where it's a hard ball? It's a hard.
No, it's a solid. Different. It's a little different.
It's a deflated tennis ball.
Yeah, and a solid racket, right?
Is that right?
Wood racket.
Yeah, but you play a little different one in.
Are you talking about cricket, Venice? Andrew? You're talking about cricket. You play. Yeah,
I'm talking about cricket. I'm talking about cricket. That's the real sport.
Yeah.
No,
padel is street cricket. Padel is street.
It's a game from the hood. The hoods of Acapulco, Mexico. It's a great game. You guys should try it.
You can ball. You're athletic. I've seen you play basketball.
I used to play. I can hoop growing up. I can't hoop anymore. Like my whole body's broken down. But this is why I'm playing racket sports.
Why the fuck's your body broken down? From what?
I know.
From telling jokes?
From being successful?
Yeah, probably telling jokes. No. I don't know. Maybe maybe my ceiling wasn't that high, but I pushed it to the ceiling.
I got you.
As a kid, if that makes sense.
Ran it hard.
So I gave it everything I got in order to be competitive, but I really was just revving it to the
the other kids were at 6s and you're at 10. Yeah.
Revving a Fiat, taking it on the track.
Yeah, but I don't know. But,
bro, you're I texted you about this. That video you did where you show your dad that you're playing Madison Square Garden was I actually teared up. It was so fucking beautiful, dude.
That was the goal, right, Schulte? That was the goal. When you
I can't wait to tell my dad I'm playing Zanies this weekend. I've come a long way.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. We had to hire an actor to play my dad. He wasn't available, but it really seemed to hit people in their heartstrings.
Yeah. Your dad's a real man, though. That was such a dad reaction. Dude. No emotion. He just went
with the fist pump. Yeah.
Great.
He's also riddled with dementia, so it's a little bit tricky for him. Like we're just waiting to kind of feel it. I mean,
does he live in the city? Where's your dad live? He lives in the city.
Yeah. My mom and dad live in the city.
You grew up
they live in the same place where we grew up. Yeah.
Wow, real New Yorker.
So they live in the same place. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's pretty.
And what did your dad do?
Cool
I don't think I ever asked you that. What did your dad do?
So my dad, my parents ran a dance studio. My mom was a ballroom dance teacher, and she had a ballroom dance studio. Yeah. She was a 3-time U.S. ballroom dance champion.
Yeah,
bro, how was your dancing?
I can do it a little bit. I got the basics down. I wasn't like wasn't brought up in the school. But my dad was like he used to be a news reporter in Baltimore, and then he used to produce the news for NBC when he moved up to New York.
Wow. He was in the news business. He's a big boxing fan too, right?
Oh, dude, he was. He was Muhammad Ali. Like, yeah, he would go to Ali's camp. Sun? He would work for WBAL, which is where Oprah worked, like back in the days.
Wow.
And yeah, well, no, I think when she was young and just like talented, and but yeah, this yeah, it's funny. Yeah, he would go to Ali's camp all the time, and like he has like this footage of him like interviewing Ali, and Ali like talking shit.
Wow.
And like, he would just be up there. And he interviewed Ali before he fought Foreman. What? And like, Ali told him, and everybody's like, how the hell are you going to beat this guy? And I was like, not only am I going to beat him, I'm knocking him out.
Yeah. Schulz, like that's the thing with Schulz. Like we're talking about like, Schulz knows boxing.
I want to apologize.
Schulz knows boxing better than I do.
I want to apologize to you. I shouldn't be talking boxing with you.
Like current boxing. Like Schulz knows boxing better than I do.
The guy can dance. He can dance and he can strike. I don't want any part of that shit.
Like you want to talk MMA? I'm all about it. You bring up boxing with Schulz.
Dude, I need the clicks. So let's box. We'll do one round so I can promote my dates.
Hey Schulz,
exactly.
We gotta get you out of here soon. But I wanted to ask you: are you at the point now? Because Flagrant has been going on for how long?
Wow, that's a great question. I don't know.
6 years?
No, it's got to be longer than that.
Because
right?
Brilliant's about over 10, yeah?
I think Brilliant might be 10. We did 500 episodes of Brilliant. We just did that.
And you do one a week.
And we do one a week, yeah.
Okay.
And so then Flagrant, I'm not exactly sure. But what are you saying?
I was going to ask you, are you at the point, I haven't run into it on this show, but with some of my like fighting shows where you're doing it so long, the guests, you have reoccurring guests, but then after that, you're just kind of like, I'm just going to do it with the boys, man. Like, are you guys there yet? Because you've had like some crazy guests on, but I'm like, I wonder what he's going to do next. And you've tried mixing up a little bit. Like, you've obviously, especially, when you met Rogan stuff, you've got really into the UFC. So you have like Izzy on and Sugar and the boys. So you've kind of branched out into MMA. You've branched out in kind of the history stuff with the guy with the pyramids. Like, I see you doing that stuff. And to me, I'm like, oh, he's trying to. It's not that you're looking for new fans, but you're looking for stuff to like get you excited.
Exactly. Like for me, it's like I just I have to want to talk to that person. You know what I mean? Like I have to want to talk to that person and want to chop it up, and I'm curious about you. And I think that's what's going to drive it. And then the thing is that like sometimes the people that you want to talk to aren't going to be big episodes. But that doesn't matter.
That's right.
Like, I think you just have to accept that. Like, when you're going into it, you just have to be like, okay, you know how to game the system. There is a way to game the system. And if you only do that, then I think you're a grifter. And there's a lot of people on the internet that are just these grifters. They let the algorithm decide what their content is.
There's a lot of them. Yeah.
Right? Like, and you could tell who they are because you could just look at the beginning of the videos they made and the videos they made once they started getting views. And they're like, oh, this is what I will do. Right? And it's like, so what I don't want is us to do that. So what I do love, and the basis of the show is just like, hanging out with the boys and talking shit. I love that. I also love interviewing people I'm curious about or admire. And I think that has to drive the show. And then sometimes we get to interview these people and they're these like huge breakout episodes. Like the Dana White episode is fucking great. And it's awesome. And like
great.
Somebody I really admire. And I thought it was like unique and different. And like, he was really willing to share. And that was great. And then there's episode this week where we're just fucking making fun of. Oh shit! Hold on.
You making fun of Mark's grandma?
Yeah, we're making fun of Mark's grandma.
Mark goes, this is him. Mark goes, man, my grandma had a stroke, man, and he's like, how old's your grandma? And whatever, it's 97. Schulz goes, she was in World War II, and he's like, yeah, how old was she? He's like, I don't know, like 19. And she was like, she was in England. She was like in the bunker. He's like, damn, they get wild down there. She's getting spit fired down there, or what'd you say, spit forked or some shit?
Yeah, spit roasted. And then we just were just saying,
lighting them up.
Like, we lit him up for like maybe 15 minutes.
That's what your friend should do.
His grandma.
But
then at the end of it, he goes, well, yeah, she died from the fucking heart attack.
Silence.
And then we just went to a break where Akash told everybody his date.
Yes.
He's like, by the way,
I'll be. And
I love
moving
Akash
on.
too. Yeah, it's great. We know you gotta get going, brother.
Actually.
No, she didn't
She's
die.
alive.
He's making it's great.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But we love
Anyway,
you, brother.
guys,
You're one of the
the best,
originals.
You too, man.
Love you.
Next time I'm out there, we got to get an episode in, man.
Please.
Let us know, brother. We
Please.
appreciate you, man.
Standing invite always.
Peace.
You're the best.
Keep
pal.
crushing it, brother.
Tweet about my dates, buddy. Thank you so much, Bryan.
I will. Bye.
You guys should
Yes,
fight.
bye.
I love him. Let's take a break. I'm always wearing something.
Dude, look at me today. Look at me right now.
There's never a time. I don't think there's a day when I'm not wearing at least True Classic underwear. Right now, these are my favorite. I wear these on stage. These are these athletic long
It's like
shirts.
the dry fit vibe.
It's a dry fit.
Dude, I got the socks on. I got the tee on. I got the
You got the
undies
socks?
on.
I need socks.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah, I love it. I'm gonna go next door.
Yeah, True Classic.
I like their
Button up with the colors?
They have the jacket coat.
Yeah.
I wear that when I travel now. I got it in
I dig
hunter
it.
green and blue.
That's age appropriate for you. I dig
Yes.
it, dude. And summer's here, so let True Classic make sure you're the flyest dude at the barbecue. They got the best tees, the best colors, summer colors. You can get variety pack. They got crew necks. They got V-necks for you freaking Jersey Shore boys out there.
Yep.
They got it all. They got great jeans.
Yep.
All right. So if you're ready to take your summer to another level, be the
Another
best
level.
dressed at the summer
You want to
barbecue.
look like me, guys, or not?
Are you sick of your kids making fun of your old dingy shirts? Well,
Yeah.
we got you. So if you're ready to upgrade your closet, especially for the summer, go to trueclassic.com/fighter. You can save up to 25% off your first order.
25%.
That's right. Discover the perfect blend of summer vibes and timeless elegance with True Classic.
Yeah.
Shop now.
Fits you perfectly.
Elevate your summer wardrobe with ease. That's trueclassic.com/fighter.
Look like me.
Yeah.
The only time I ever see Chin anymore is on Wiki Feet.
He's on
I like,
Wiki feet.
you know, you got, yeah, dude, you got nice
feet.
Asian feet.
Could you do horizontal? Is that too much?
No, he looks great.
What are we? Is this a fucking Andrew Schultz turn the phone video?
Yeah,
there
there
you
it is.
go.
Much better. That's a
Dude.
Tesla.
Wow.
It's fucking disgusting.
You still
That's
got
fine.
you still got your hair and everything, dude.
Yeah, dude. What's up, fellas?
What's up,
Got a
Chrissy
straight
D?
teeth,
What's up, brother?
Straight teeth, a crooked smile, and blue fucking eyes.
Dude, straight teeth and a clean asshole. Because I saw you in IG cleaning out your asshole.
Were you doing
With
that?
Mateo Lane. Absolutely. I've joined the gay army.
Yeah, he was douching his asshole.
Mateo Lane's a very funny dude. He cracks me up. That guy.
He's great.
Dude, Mateo Lane is funny, man. And the thing that I like about him is after every episode, we just started a new little podcast called Teach Me Daddy. He lets me lick peanut butter and jelly off his belly, out of his belly button, off each ab.
Okay, and is
Oh.
that gay or is that what is that about?
Nutrients.
No, dude, that's called getting protein. That's called being keto.
Yep.
All right?
Got it.
You fucking homo.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not
dude.
saying. But one time you sent me I think a video of
Look at-
me. I was on TV, and then the camera drifted down, and your shorts were tenting. So, yeah, that's not appropriate. That's not appropriate. That's a long tongue, though. It's a long tongue. You're a passionate guy.
How about
still.
that?
Chrissy,
Yeah, you're a
what have you been up to, pal?
How about that?
What have you been up to, bud, besides
What do you
launching
mean what I've been up-
podcasts? What are you doing, man?
Dude, I work at a fruit store now.
Really?
I sell fruits and vegetables.
Wow. So the comedy thing
Yeah,
got
dude,
old.
I said, I'm not doing this shit anymore. So now I sell fruits and vegetables on Austin Street in Queens, New York.
Okay.
Living the
I got a
dream.
deal on cantaloupes that'll blow your mind. I'll give you 3 cantaloupes right now for $1.50.
$1.50.
I got everything you want. We got fresh cut flowers. We'll take care of you guys for Father's Day.
Yeah.
We got anything you want. I'm the only guy in Queens, and I'm selling persimmons. You don't see persimmons in New York City. I got them all day.
Persimmon?
And I got
Wow.
a nice little. Yep, and I got a
so
nice
New
little
York.
Japanese guy I keep in the basement. He lives there rent free, and he'll chop up a nice piece of watermelon with a fucking machete
Really?
right there for you. And then he sits on the floor outside, right on Queens
But do you
Boulevard.
give him breaks?
And we
I mean,
remind
fuck.
him they don't need breaks. Those people.
Those people.
Those people, Chris, that's really kind of like you're speaking like you live in the 80s. I mean, come on.
Hey, Chrissy.
Yeah.
Hey, when you went on Rogan, you said you sold your house. Did you actually sell your house that I went to?
You better believe, baby, I sold and I opened up a fruit and vegetable store on Austin Street in Queens, New York.
You said that. You already said that. No, you said that. You sell persimmons. You know, it's persimmons, not persimmons, but maybe you sell persimmons as well. I don't know.
Listen to who you're dealing with. This fucking idiot. He has the perfect family, kids, wife, has a great house. I've been to his house. Great house. Is it Staten Island?
Staten Island, baby, 4,700 square feet.
Huge house.
Staten, Italy.
His crazy ass goes, oh, I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
And takes a loss on the house and moves his family to the middle of fucking New York.
Well, you know, you got to take that. You got to take the bridge. It's a long way away, Staten Island. It's actually a long fucking drive to anything.
It's a long way away.
Yeah.
And I got a family of 5, and we live right now in a 1-bedroom in Queens, New York, above my fruit and vegetable store that I lease.
Okay, so how do you feel about that? That feels pretty claustrophobic, Chris. That's all I'm saying. You know,
the kids love it.
Yeah,
I got the kids working. I got everybody.
Kids too?
Wow, you got to.
Are you a little high? Are you a little high? Are you a little high right now, Chris? Because you look like you're a little jittery. What's going on for real? I just feel like maybe the fruit and vegetable stand is code for, you know, you got a corner.
What's for real? What the truth is, Brian, is I sold my house and my family left me, and I sit here every single day on 70th Road and Queens Boulevard with a gun in my mouth, wondering why I wasn't asked to be in Tires with Shane Gillis.
Chris, damn it, Chris. There's more to a Netflix show than there's more to life than a Netflix show, bro. Damn it.
Tell me what it is, Brian. If I'm not going to be in Tires with Shane Gillis, then at least I can sell persimmons to the Japanese community who loves me.
No, it's not an either or. You have other options, Chris. Damn it. You can't just be that extreme.
No, Chris,
look, they liked you. You did well in the audition, but you just were you're too much like the other guys, and they had to diversify a little bit.
She's voting for Trump.
Yeah. She probably is. At least you're in a bubble. At least you're in the Trump bubble.
No, Chrissy, for reals, what was your family upset that you sold the house, the beautiful, gorgeous house that the kids loved?
It doesn't matter. The answer is it doesn't matter.
It does matter. It does matter.
Well, Brendan, I'm going to answer that question by one of those you tell me's, because I thought that they were happy. And then within a week of us moving there, I did a run of shows in Las Vegas. And then I came back, and when I landed in the airport, I was texted by the mother of my children to not come home. And so instead I stayed for 3 nights at a Ramada in the JFK airport. So you tell me how the family accepted it.
Right.
I'm just right now, they're just coming around to accepting our new life. Things are getting a little bit better.
Good.
And I actually just came into the car, to this hot box of a car. They're actually eating pizza on the corner right now because it's next to the fruit and vegetable store that I own, and they give us a good deal on slices.
I'm going to ask you a question. Is there really a pizza store, or are they nowhere to be found? That's the question, Chris.
Well, they are sitting in the pizza store. The only caveat to that is they are with their new father.
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
Yes.
How are you doing on money?
Is
that even your car, Chris? That's really the question, because obviously if you had keys, you'd probably have the air conditioning on, but you don't. Did you find a car and you just sitting in a random car? What's going on?
Well, the truth is that if I'm going to be open and honest with you, as I am every single time I come on the show, the truth is that I am sitting in the car of my children's new father, who is Tommy Pope, co-star of the hit show on Netflix, Tires.
Oh, shit. No wonder. God damn it, Chris.
Stupid.
Chris.
He told me that I could. Yes, he told me that he would take care of my family, and I'm appreciative of him right now, because believe it or not, raspberries are not selling at the moment.
Well, no,
and store, I took a big gamble.
And
I'm just hoping that maybe I'm hoping that.
Yes.
I had to text Chris. He frustrated me so bad on there.
Why?
He's so fucking talented. Chris, he's so talented, so goddamn good. And he was talking about, like, in the green rooms, how he's feeling less than and this. And I was like, you motherfucker.
That's what makes him funny. That's what makes him funny.
Yeah, but it's also self-sabotage too. Like he has everything going. The great fucking house, he's crushing it. His podcast's huge.
Yeah.
His specials kicked out on Netflix. Yeah. And he fucking blows it all up.
That's a comic. That's a real fucking comic with a lot of self-saboteur in there.
You know what that is?
I appreciate it.
I don't appreciate it. That's a comic with a bad therapist.
No. It's why Chris is always funny. You can't like yourself too much. The fuck out of here. You got to have a healthy dose of self-loathing. You're in somebody else's car. Your family's not talking to you.
Yeah.
You're selling fruits and vegetables. Terrible business plan. but you still got blue eyes, and your face looks a little more crooked than normal. I don't know what's going on. You're obviously jittery.
Yeah, have you been sparring?
You've got the cocaine sweats. And how much is Matteo Lane and the other guys paying you to actually do other things? Ah, shit.
So Matteo Lane, I'm not getting money per se because money is in fact a fiat currency. He did tell me he'd give me half of an Ethereum coin.
Oh,
for being on this podcast
that's
with him,
not a lot of money. That's not a lot, Chris.
Guys, okay, like I hate to do this, but I do want to ask because you guys have big connections. Is there any way you could get me some type of connection to get my fruit and vegetable stand inside the parking lot for Bert Kreischer's Fully Loaded tour? I just would like to sell fruits and vegetables to the comics and the people on Bert Kreischer's Fully Loaded tour.
Yes, but like there's a caveat to that. You got to sell only watermelon. You have to infuse it with a lot of vodka and freeze the watermelon, and you'll make a fucking
And take your shirt off.
And take your shirt off. Other than that, yes.
Who dies first, Joe Biden or Bert Kreischer? What do you guys
Bert is actually working out. Apparently, he's getting ready for a marathon, etc. So who knows? Who knows? You know. But it's a good question.
Yes, I love.
It's a good question.
That's a good question. I love you. And then I like Brendan. He's got really showing me his open asshole right here. I like this view I got going on right now. I like that.
Yeah. He's opened up a little bit. Yeah, I'm sitting in a respectful manner is what I'm doing. So. It's great.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I like that. Brendan's got an asshole. Looks like it smells like creatine.
It does. That's all he does. He's always on some kind of a diet. I'm not even sure what it is. But I'll tell you what. You're very disciplined when it comes to your hair. You're high. You're tight. Yeah. Your skin looks pretty smooth. How old are you now?
I don't fuck around. I'm 39 years old. I'll be 40 August 26, 2024.
Okay, good. So there's a lot going on.
Absolutely. I'm a Virgo, baby. If anybody wants to know, I'm a Virgo.
No, I knew that. Do you have any plans to get the fuck out of very hot New York City though over the summer, or are you gonna punish yourself?
You just moved.
Yeah.
I just moved, and as I said, I have a 3-year lease on this fruit and vegetable store, so I can't necessarily move now.
You have to be there for the business.
Yeah, the only place I'd consider moving is Gaza. That's about it.
Well, that's because you don't think you deserve anything, and I understand that. And I understand that. You could sell fruit in Gaza and make exactly $0.
Go tell your wife you want to move. Yes. If you go, honey, listen, I got an idea. I want to move to Gaza, and let us know how that goes.
Yes, Chris.
Yeah, I'm going to see because I am a homosexual.
No, don't get thrown off a roof. Now, let me ask you this, Chris. How many children do you have now that you know about?
I have 2 biological daughters, and I have one stepson.
Yes.
So I do raise 3 children. 4 if you count the Japanese man I have in my basement who cuts up the watermelon with the machete.
Okay, is he not an adult? Are you violating child labor laws because it's cheaper? What the fuck is really going on?
He's a 55-year-old hairless man.
Oh, okay. And nice. and so I knew he'd be hairless because you prefer hairless. You don't like a lot
What's
of hair.
Chin doing? I'd like to come over there. I wish I was there. I'd like to just me and Chin alone in a room. I like to slap him around a little bit. Just bathing some shorts on, nothing crazy.
I can make
just
that
have
happen.
him slap me around a little bit. Yep. And I'll give him some nice fruit and vegetables, and then we could kind of see where that goes.
You know what he can do? You know what he does now for extra money? He oils his feet up and he'll give you a good kick around. That's what he does.
He'll kick you right in the nuts, dude.
He'll kick you right,
for the right price,
right in the nuts with his oil
nuts.
Yep. And there's no hair.
I love that.
Hair. Yep.
We can make that happen. It's the least we can do.
Yeah, because I see the other girl who used to work for you, Kat. She's got an OnlyFans. I'd like to see Chin with the OnlyFans. I'd like to see that. That's the OnlyFans I'm looking at.
Yeah, no, I understand. You've always had a penchant for Asians, especially Asian men with no hair.
God, I love Asians, man. They are they're delicious. I eat them on all occasions.
Good. Now you're a leader now in the comedy space and you're in the world of satire. Do you have any words of wisdom on how we navigate the rest of our future here? Anything to say to America to make us feel better? Anything you want to say as a 39-year-old man who has lived a life and achieved things? Anything? Because
we still got a lot more to do, man. I mean, it's the 1000th episode, but we're planning to hit 2000. Any advice?
That's right.
Any advice for you two specifically?
Sure.
Yeah. Well, we're probably beyond it.
I would say try as hard as you can to get on tires with Shane Gillis season 2. That's the only advice I could give you, man. I would say that.
Do we send in a tape or what do we do? Like an audition tape? What do we? Yeah.
I think I honestly don't know the process, but what you guys can do is come down to Chrissy's Fruit and Vegetables on Queens Boulevard and 70th Road. I'll get you a deal. Look at this guy talking about fruits and vegetables. He needs it. Holy shitballs. And yeah, I, honestly, guys, I really don't know what to do anymore. I don't know. I'm kind of off the road right now. I'm trying to just, I'm hanging on by a thread. Listen,
you've got a lot to live for. You're doing fantastic. You fill out that shirt beautifully. You fill out the frame beautifully. You got a long
You're
tongue.
one of my favorite people on the planet.
You've got, I don't know if you get your teeth professionally whitened, but I'm going snow blind looking at them, and that's a compliment.
You're still in the D3 Hall of Fame, don't forget.
Were you a D3 basketball player?
Hall of Famer.
Wow. Hall of Fame.
D3 Hall of Fame.
Like a statue at his college of him.
You know what?
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Chris Distefano, this kid hustles. That's what I always said. This kid hustles and he hits from the outside. That's
Chrissy, we know you got to get with your family before you really lose your family.
Oh, look, they're coming into the car.
Here we go.
Before I go, I just want to do a little throwback for you guys. It is Pride Month, so I just want to say, here's your month.
All right,
they are.
Love you, pal.
What a beautiful
Enjoy
family.
the family.
Love you, baby.
Love you, pal.
You're the best. You're the
Chin, DM me.
Chin, DM me. He's looking at the camera. He's looking at the camera.
In front of the children. In front of the children, for God's sake.
Oh, wow. He's showing wiener.
There it is.
He's showing
there it is.
wiener.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we got to get him out of here.
Fantastic. Chris Stefano never disappoints. We going fishing, Sportsman Cove
we're headed to
Lodge,
Alaska
Southeast
soon,
Alaska. We are going to catch the biggest fish in the ocean. I'm buying my neoprene gloves. I'm going to eat some locally sourced
They sent us a list of stuff we need. Listen, you're talking about 5 boats, 6 guests per boat.
Oh boy.
You limit or you come close every day to catch a bunch of big old fish.
Big old fish.
3-to-1 angler to crew ratio. Good, because I don't know what I'm doing. 1-to-1 staff to guest ratio. The food is the best in the industry. It's all locally sourced. We eating good, baby.
Yep.
All you got to do is go to alaskasbestlodge.com. They're currently running a sale, $800 off any June dates through early July. So use the code TFATK. You get 10% off your first trip, limit of 6 slots per person. Buy one, get one, limit of 1 per person. Very limited. That's late June to early July. Check for the available dates and get yo ass to Alaska.
There it is. There it is.
No. What is that? What is that?
I see him.
What is that? A Jeep? What do you got there? A Jeep with a little extra space back there?
Are we recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Yeah, we're recording.
I don't do the race cars, Brendan. I don't do the race cars.
What are you driving? You just drive
I don't know, a Range Rover. What are you worried about? Uncross your legs and talk to me like an adult, Brian. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me about my car with your legs crossed.
That's fair.
And I don't want to hear any of that. I called in. First of all, I want to congratulate you guys on your 1,000th episode. I love you guys genuinely. I consider both of you guys. I consider you guys, both you guys, friends and lovers. Friends and lovers.
No lovers. You always ask me to send you naked pictures, and I'm not doing that. So I don't think we're lovers. I'm not gonna accept that. But we're definitely friends. You're just not my type. You're not.
Albeit a little dysfunctional. I've had intimacy with both of you together and separately.
Now hold on.
But this is not about me.
Brendan popped the cartilage in your rib. That's true. And that, I don't know if you call that intimacy. You try to put him in a headlock, and then he gave you a little squeeze up, and you got gripped. All right?
The reality check.
That's it.
I didn't like that.
No.
I didn't like that.
No, he's a gorilla.
I didn't like that one bit.
And I'll tell you what,
1,000 episodes.
Yeah, 1,000.
1,000 episodes.
It's a lot.
Congratulations.
Thanks, brother.
So who have you guys had on today? What are you eating? Cupcakes? Like, what are we doing today?
We had Barack Obama. We asked him what that was like. We had Joe Biden on. We said, does it bother you, Joe, that Mike is so mad at you? And then we had Donald Trump on, and he said, tell Mike I want to thank him for his vote. Yep. And so we got that going on. Yeah. So Donald, the Don is happy with you.
The Don's full endorsing your approval.
Yeah. And
he's endorsing my endorsement.
He's endorsing your endorsement. And I get a kick out of how you're not a man to shy from your point of view, and in speaking what you believe to be right. You and I have spoken a lot off camera, and
that's correct.
Yeah, you're one of those guys. You express your outrage and say what you will about rap. You speak how you see it.
You and Robert De Niro.
Wait, when you say
Hey, Brendan, why don't you shut up? Because next time I'm in LA, I'll come there. We could live stream this. I'll smack that fucking hat right off your head.
No. You don't want to do that. You tried that last time. You remember how
We've been over this, Bubba. We've been over this, pal.
Yeah.
No. I'll come out there on like the 1015th episode. I'll smack that fucking hat right off your fucking head.
No,
that smirk won't. Won't be happening.
No.
Excuse me?
I said, please do. You've been hanging around these woke protesters a little too long. I'll slap the shit out of you, bud.
I'll give you a good grip up. And I'll be over there in the corner giggling.
I'll take you down. I'll take your fucking. First of all, I'll take your fucking sneakers. What sneakers you wear for your 1000th episode?
Oh, you're not gonna like this.
No, what?
I get some Yeezys on. They're just so comfortable, dude.
He's an anti-Semite.
Are they comfortable?
Yeah, they're super comfortable. I know they're frowned upon. They're just. I ran this morning, so I didn't have time to change them. If I knew you were coming on, I wouldn't have wore them. I don't know.
What do you wear? Like, what's your workout regimen these days? I didn't know you were like, what are you, sprinting, running? What are we doing?
Yeah, I just run in the mornings. I run 2 to 3 miles every morning to do a short workout.
He pays people to come in and he just tosses them about, gives them a good toss around.
Good shove around.
Yeah.
Naked.
That's right.
Are you grappling with folks these days, or you don't fuck with that, huh?
Not a ton.
No.
Not a ton.
He and I get into it a little bit sometimes.
I'll fuck up Brian when I feel
I love when you wrestle people, Brian. I love. There was some guy you were doing. It was some like, I don't know. You were arm wrestling or oil wrestling. Somebody
Shaw, strongest man in the world. Yeah.
Yeah, he fucked you up real nice.
No.
He reminded me of some of the times we've had.
No, I step up. I step to anybody. It's just in me. It's in me. I'm a young lion. And
he didn't grease you up, because I like to have you greased like a greased little chicken.
I like that
no,
too.
don't say greased chicken. Don't ever
I prefer
compare me to a
that too.
chicken. I
like
that.
it.
I'm not your fucking plucked bird. I'm not your plucked bird. I'm not a bumpy chicken.
Hey, Rap, I haven't seen too much of it, but your Knicks they did pretty well in the playoffs and the injuries. Are you cheering for Boston now by chance?
Nah, I gotta go with Dallas. I got Celtic derangement syndrome. I don't fuck with Boston. I don't fuck with the Celtics, the Patriots, the Bruins. I don't know if they got a lacrosse team, a WNBA team. I don't fuck with any Boston sports teams. That I respect them. Yada yada yada.
No team from Gaza.
Blah, blah, blah.
Team from Gaza. Nothing like that.
Gaza, Boston, none of that shit. But I have to go with Dallas. It's a good series, and
is it?
I mean, they'll tie it up. I hope they do. I think it'll get good.
Yeah.
What else is going on with you guys? So the 1000th episode, who else has been on for real?
We had Schulz on. We had Will Sasso. We got D'Elia. We got you.
We got Chris Distefano.
Distefano. Yeah, we just had Chrissy Dion.
Where you calling from? You New York?
Obama.
You New York?
I'm in New York.
You got a theater tour, right?
Yes, I got a theater tour coming up in the fall, which I'm excited about, and tickets went on sale today.
I know you're playing the Vic, dude. We did that 10 years ago. That's cool, though.
Oh, when you say we, would you like a live podcast 10 years ago?
Take it easy. It was a long time ago. Right now, I'm still doing clubs. I don't get to do theaters. Congratulations.
Dude, you're doing Carnegie Hall?
No, but did you see how he tried to slight me? Brendan, you know what you deserve? I'm gonna fuck one of your fucked up ears up.
No.
For that.
Dude,
it's my day. Now I'm gonna fuck up one of your fucked up ears.
And dude,
how you disrespect me on theater?
Dude, I'm bringing up your theater dates. The Vic's a big deal. We did it 10 years ago. That's all I'm saying. We've been there. I wanted to share the experience for you. It's a big moment for us 10 years ago.
No. You didn't want to do that. You didn't want to do that. You did it in a disrespectful way, and you're gonna get disrespected for that.
Can't wait.
So yeah, we're doing the theaters. It's exciting. I've had some shows. The reason why specifically, to be totally honest, the reason why the Vic is I'm happy about the Vic is because I was going to do shows in another venue that I got canceled. The shows got threatened because of my outspokenness, and they can't. No bullshit.
I was telling Brian this before he came on. I'm like, hey, some of the show's been canceled.
Do you mind if I ask you what city it was in? Are you allowed to do that?
Portland.
It was in Illinois. In the state of Illinois, right outside of Chicago. That's why I'm excited about the tickets being available at michaelrapaportcomedy.com. The pre-sales rap music. And I want to go to specifically Chicago.
Yep.
I performed at the Vic once before and tear it up. And you know, I was, to be totally serious, that was really, 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 really disappointing. That this club bent to that shit.
They shouldn't have bent to it.
No, but why did they bend? Because they were scared that there could be conflict and like there could be, you know, some threats, or were they scared because they don't agree with you?
They were threats. They were totally behind me. They felt really bad, and the reason why they did it is because the club got threats. The workers, they were apparently going after workers. They found out where workers were. They threatened workers, and the workers were freaked out. And of course, they were threatening me. And you know, I'm not into that shit. I talk my shit, but comedy is comedy. And even if it wasn't comedy, even if it was just a speaking engagement, you know, to make threats about, you know, I have nothing to apologize about in regards to where I stand on anything political. You know, we've been on the show. I've talked to you guys shit about politics. The thing about politics, Israel, Gaza, and all that shit, these are points of view. None of us are out there, you know, in the dirt. Yep. None of us are dealing with it. My thoughts are my thoughts. My opinions are my opinions. I stand by my opinions. But when you start threatening comedy venues and managers and workers, like, you know, waiters and waitresses.
It gives you an idea, Matt. I mean, Mike is your name?
He called you Matt.
Matt Rapaport.
He called you Matt.
It gives you an idea.
Michael Rapaport. I won Guest of the Year before there was a Guest of the Year award. I invented the Guest of the Year award.
Sorry, I called you Matt Rapaport.
He called you Matt, so that's cool.
That's my nickname.
Will you fix it?
No, you fix it. We're going to edit that shit out.
Mike Rapaport. No, but Mike, you know, it's very interesting because you speak your mind. And it's interesting that whoever is disagreeing with you is having to use threats of violence to get their point across, which is, you know, to me, tends to galvanize where you stand anyway. And you got to double down when that happens. I don't think you bend to that kind of pressure. I think you have to fucking double down on principle. Because if you fucking give in to people who are threatening you with violence, then they win. And yeah, it's scary. Yeah, it is. It's a dangerous time right now. It's always been a contentious time, but fuck those people for doing that. And I think sometimes it's worth taking the stand, you know? So you don't back 100%. Up. I know you're not going to back off, but that is putting your money where your mouth is, because nowadays it's true with social media and the public square, they do threaten your pocketbook. It does affect your fucking life. But
what's weird is, I mean, they're just doing it off the exception, but 99.99% of the time, those people aren't going to do shit.
No, of course.
They'll see rap in the street and ask for an autograph.
Right.
They see you in the street. They bat their eyes. They ask for an autograph. And also, as far as showing up at clubs and threatening clubs, you know, so much. Where are you? Like, you're not in the, like, they're robots.
Yes.
They could be anywhere. Yes. It's just the abundance of them freak people out. So that's why I'm particularly excited about the Vic. But all tickets are on sale at michaelrapaportcomedy.com. And, you know, I'm happy for you guys. I truly, truly love you guys. I respect you guys. And I'm always happy for both of you having success. I'm happy with you clothed. I'm happy with you nude.
Hell yeah.
I'm happy. And also, you guys have been running 1,000 episodes. What's with your guy? He can't send me a fucking email, like the whole thing. Like, yes, I was napping earlier during the 1,000th episode. Yes, I fell asleep watching this shit. I was fucking bored to tears waiting for my turn. But then your guy Chin and your other guy Saza and come on, man.
Yeah, it's Sanaz. It's not Saza. It's a woman named Sanaz, not Saza. Don't say Saza. You got to read that. You got to read the names. It's a Persian name. Be a little respectful.
And Sanaz loves you. Before you came on, she said you're her favorite. Now I don't know if she feels the same.
No, but she said
she said Matt Rapaport's my favorite.
She's got a Gmail account. I'm like, what year are you in? Like, get yourself something private. Get on a proper server. Don't you guys have like TF?
Michael Rapaport, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, now I love you guys.
Mike, you speak a big game. Before I let you go, you're scrappy. You know, you're always ready for a fight. Are you doing any kind of exercise? Are you training at all? What happens if you have
clearly no sun, right? You're not outside.
No, you can't be in the sun.
You're not outside.
He doesn't have that.
We know you're not outside.
He comes from a long line of Russian.
Not outside.
Russian Jewish.
Oh, congrats! You're now the whitest guy on the planet because Jerry West died.
Yeah. He's Larry Bird. He's the comedic Larry Bird.
Too soon.
Yeah.
Too soon. He just died today.
Now
That's good. The comedic Larry Bird.
Yeah, that's right.
No, you could the Jerry West thing. You could because that wasn't disrespectful to Jerry West.
Agree.
I mean, Jerry West is come on, man. Anyway, let's just go off on a high note, and everything's good, and where everybody's happy. You got the water thing there. What are you guys hawking there? What kind of water are we doing here?
Well, we drink Magic Mind. We don't hawk it. We drink it.
This you talking about right here?
You hooked me up with. I fuck with that Magic Mind.
Yeah.
Good,
I fuck
right?
with that Magic Mind.
I told you.
Yeah,
I fuck with that You did hook me up with that, Brian.
I'll get you more.
Brendan, you didn't hook me up with. Hold on, Brendan, you didn't hook me up with shit. Brendan, by the way,
asking you shall
got
receive.
Cars, hockey sticks, cars.
Hockey.
Weights. I see you got kettlebells.
Nothing.
Not a fucking
Send
thing.
me your
You know
address.
this.
I'll send you more Magic Mind. Because it's once you start taking it, you're like, oh shit.
All you gotta do is ask, bud. Whatever you need, I got you. Yeah, I thought I was gonna offer my skill set of fighting when you were going to these protests. I'm like, man, I got your back. I'll knock out some of these woke folks for you. But you never called.
To answer my final question, you guys said working out my regimen.
Yeah.
I don't want to go into the details of it, but I train during the winter because during the sun, obviously, I can't go out. That is true. I stay away from the sun.
Yeah, you're like a vampire. I sleep with the sunblock on, so I am physically fit right now. I just do all my workouts inside during the summer. Most people during the summer, they're
Opposite,
outside.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm inside.
I figured that.
You're inside.
You look tight.
As long as
Things
you
look
keep
tight.
your shirt on, you're always going to be a successful person. God bless you.
Yes,
You know
we
what I'm
love you,
saying?
bud.
I do look good, right, Brendan?
You do look good, bud. You
Say it again.
You look good, pal.
No, hey, take it easy, dude.
You look good. I'll fuck
what
you
are
up when you come here, but
what are
you look
doing
good,
with your
pal.
mouth? What are you doing? Hey, it's too close.
Say it again.
No, man.
No,
say it again.
No, you're
now I
not
feel
sensual. You're not
uncomfortable.
sensual. You're
Now
not.
I feel
No,
uncomfortable.
one of you said you look good. Say it again.
I said you
All
look
right.
good, pal. I'll
He
give
said
you
you
that.
look
You look
good.
good. You look better. Skin looks tight. I'll give him that.
Yeah. You want him to say it slowly?
No, man.
Say it slowly.
No.
No, man. Why'd you do that to me, bro? Later, brother.
I'll see you guys later.
We love
God
you, man.
bless.
Be safe.
Love you guys.
You're
Later.
the best, pal.
Sanaa, I love you too. Chin, you're the best, Chin.
He says you're the best, Chin.
He called you Sanaa.
I heard it.
Matt Rapaport, that was,
Matt Rapaport, everybody.
we love you.
Theater tour, baby. Good
Theater
luck, pal.
tour, baby.
Love you.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Get him.
You know who we have on right now, guys? We have an all-star cast.
This is we put together a big show for you guys. Not everyone we wanted could come on. We'll talk about that after this.
Yeah.
But probably the most requested man. And remember, we're bringing guests on that made the show. We're not just bringing on big names to get the views. We're bringing on people that actually made the Fighter and the Kid to what it was.
Yeah.
And this is the most requested guest.
You talking about Will Sasso right
I'm
now?
talking about the funniest guy on the planet.
Well,
Earth.
he's the LeBron James of comedy when it comes to just raw talent.
He's the Stone Cold Steve Austin.
One of my
podcasting.
my third best student, maybe my second best student, in fact. So
He could kill Bryan with his calves. If he wanted to.
He's got bull hard calves.
But no one makes me laugh.
Is he
harder.
on right now?
We're gonna get him on. So
Okay.
There was a lot of times when people forget, like Bryan was doing a full blown TV show, he would get his call time like, dude, I'm gonna miss the podcast, and Will Sasso would just fill in. It'd be me and Will.
Unbelievable.
It'd be me and Theo. I mean, you name it.
Yep.
A ton of guys.
Yep.
It would just come in.
Yep. That's right.
It's so fun.
So I guess we're going to introduce Will Sasso now. I don't think he needs any introduction for anybody who's been listening. He's
on right now.
He's actually calling us.
Okay.
Hey, Willa. Hey. Will, how are you? How is your English?
Aspetta.
How is your English?
Wait. Come stai, Brian?
Willie.
Big Willie
Wait.
style.
Man, you look Italian. You look
come
Italian.
stai, Brian?
You look Italian as fuck right now, bro.
Scusi, non sa niente inglese, parlo solo napolitano
Really?
e italiano.
Only Italian?
Sì, ma io e transiti a Napoli.
No, I know.
Solo
You're in Napoli. You're calling from Napoli. That's right.
combattante o bambino.
I see.
O combattante e ho bambino.
Right.
Will, are you
Combattante
is Will
e
actually in
bambino.
Italy or is he in Marina Del
yes.
Rey? Is that Marina Del Rey?
Combattante.
Yeah, you're a little fighter, a little baby
No, questo
fighter.
è fangulo, Brendan, questo è Castel dell'Ovo, Napoli.
He said, what kind of dumb question is
Napoli,
that? He's in
sono
fucking- he's in-
napolitano.
I'm just saying it looks like Marina Del Rey.
He's literally
man.
forgotten his English. It's incredible,
That's
man.
crazy.
You're so
Will's
fucking
full-blown Italian now,
You're
dude.
Italian as fuck, man.
Perché mo io ai transiti,
Yeah, yeah.
come how you say, I move,
Yeah,
I
you
move,
Yes, you move.
to Napoli.
How you
Mo,
say move.
Yeah.
mo,
Yeah.
io
You.
vivo qua. Io vivo qua.
Yeah. You live here now.
Dude, you speak
you live
Italian, but that outfit screams American.
No,
bud.
that outfit screams.
Oh.
Red mozzarella
Oh.
and capicola. Wow.
No, mortadella.
Oh, mortadella.
Guarda.
Yeah.
Mo
Wow.
mi tarinda qua. E guarda.
Oh, that's official. That's some. Oh,
Put a little cheese on there, bud.
It's
The bogus.
it's a rough sandwich. Yeah. Of course. Salumi. Mozzarella. Sì.
Mozzarella bufalo.
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
From a buffalo. Yes.
Yes.
What? You're gonna eat? That's a huge bite.
Oh, Marlon.
Yeah. That's a big bite.
Marlon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Italian.
Panini a Napoli è una cosa spettacolare, guaglione. Tu non sai questo.
No, the
Tu
food is
non
amazing. The food is amazing. Yes.
Yeah, o food americano, tutti food americani è proprio schifo, fa Olive Garden.
No. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say all
man.
American food is like Olive Garden. That's not like we get a good Italian
No.
food here too. 'Cause I've taken you to good Italian food in Los Angeles.
I don't.
Yeah.
Where you find Italian food like this? No.
Veneto, Scopa. I've taken you to places that are pretty good.
Scopa tenga che? Tenga una calamari fritte, tenga una orangina, tenga una margherita pizza con pepperoni, pineapple.
No, they didn't serve pineapple. Come on.
Americano.
No, that's not fair. They don't serve pineapple.
Mangio pizza hot like finocchio come
Dude, this
No, I
Italian's
don't know
not
what
bad.
this is. I don't know what that is. Yeah.
have a Big Mac hot dog.
Look, we're not eating Big Macs or hot dogs. Yes, I agree that American food can suck sometimes and you're eating good food, but I mean, you're kind of acting like Italy is the center of the entire universe, and that's not fair because you've only been there for 2 weeks.
And his
I know you
outfit-
have family there and stuff like that.
And his outfit is screaming America.
The outfit's screaming somewhat Napoli mafia.
No. That's Stone Cold-ish.
Brendan, Brendan, questo è il colore azzurro come Napoli.
Yeah.
Come Diego Maradona. Tu non sai.
No, he knows.
What did he say?
He says this is what.
Color azzurro, light
it's a blue
blue.
color?
So it's light
is
blue.
for light blue is for a calcio. You call it soccer. Poop, 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 poop,
Yeah.
poop.
So
you know,
yes, he's saying
kick the ball. Hey,
light
Oh, like
blue is the
soccer.
colors of his team.
goal.
Argentina?
No, I think the Napoli colors
See.
are light blue. So you're a
See.
soccer
Napoli.
fan. Yeah. And Napoli, of course, is on the water.
Oh, io mi piace.
Yeah.
E guarda,
Yeah, no.
è il Castel dell'Uovo.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Pure tu fai il Castel dell'Uovo perché combattante,
Yeah, fighting. Yes, fighting,
e o
yes.
bambino. Combattante
Yeah.
e o bambino.
Yeah.
Fighter and kid.
Fighter and the kid. So he's saying
Well-
fighter, combattere and bambino.
fighter and the bambino
kid.
kid.
Combattante.
Yeah, you're on the fighter and the kid. So how would you say that in
Fighter e un
Italian?
bambino.
How would you say that in Italian?
Combattante,
No, I don't-
combattante.
Yeah. And then
Combattante.
I know the fighter, and
O bambino,
And the kid.
bambino
And
come
the kid.
Big Bruce. Sì.
yeah, I know
Sì.
the fighter and the kid.
See.
Yes, thank you. That's who we are.
Poi, Brendan, perché tu non ti piace un gatto senza tetto? No.
Well, we don't understand what you mean. Can you say in English, please?
Maron. I know how to speak English too. 1, 2, 3. Happy days.
Man, I feel like you speak better than that. I just feel like did you really lose that much of your English? I know
Will's
you've really
changed,
ensconced
man.
in
We got to get you back, man. Are you okay?
Mo io vi da cá.
No, I know. You're here. Yes.
Solo va a America por
Yes.
lavoro attore.
You're an actor in America. So you only work as an actor in America. Yes. But if you had to play an American character, how would you do that? Can you give us a demonstration?
Perché no. Oh, okay. I will go
like play an American.
Hey. Okay. Hey. Barbie.
Yeah. Okay, you froze up a little bit there. Barbie
Ken.
so far. Yeah. Barbie what?
Barbie and Ken.
Barbie.
Yeah.
Why you know like Ken? Ken.
Yeah.
Si chiama Ken.
I know Ken, sure. Yeah.
E questo è un film Barbie, si chiama Oppenheimer.
Yeah, but you're doing American films. I mean, but how would you play an American character is what we're trying to ask. That's not a very good American character, and I'm really having trouble believing that you've lost that much English.
Guarda.
Yeah.
O film qua a Napoli che tutti quanti ti piaci.
Yeah.
È John Wayne. Well, Pilgrim. Pilgrim. Sì? Così.
Yeah.
See?
That's fine. I was asking if you, Will Sasso, had to play an American, how would you play the American?
Or what if Will Sasso played an American like Stone Cold Steve Austin? Like, are you Italian Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Great. What would be, can you give us your impression of Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Bev Peroni, no Budweiser, Bev Peroni.
You're drinking a Peroni, not a Budweiser, right? Beer, yep.
Perché è Steve Cold Austin, ma italiano,
Yes.
Vaffanculo, guaglione, io sono Steve Cold Austin, tutti quanti, guarda, Steve Austin, Stone, Steve Cold.
That's very good. Can you give us your Italian Jesse Ventura? Is there an Italian Jesse Ventura?
Well, sono navale, io vaio arindo l'acqua a 10 minuti, 10 minuti sotto l'acqua, arindo mar.
Very
Grazie
impressive.
per tu servizio, grazie per tu servizio. Thank you for your service, he said.
That's really good. Do you
perché quando io ero giovane,
Yeah. What would an Arnold Schwarzenegger? What would Arnold Schwarzenegger's? What would he sound like if he was Italian?
Yeah, sì.
Sì.
Yeah, sì. Fine. Io mo ritorno.
I will return. I'll be back.
I'll be back. I'll be back. Io sono the ritorno.
Yeah.
Panino.
Very good. Even with this bad connection, that is
Maron.
Yeah. Listen, how much longer will you be in Naples, Will?
Tutto mi vide.
No.
Okay, you don't know.
All of my life.
Your whole life. My whole life. Yeah. Tutto mi vide.
All of it, my life.
All of it, your life. Yes.
Sì.
Good.
Perché io sono.
Yeah.
Quando vai camminando un po' strada, on the street,
yes.
Tutti quanti dice, hello, Will, how are you? Where is Brian Keller to, come si chiama, Brian's?
Yep.
Tengo una marchetta qua, si chiama I'm a Brian. E nessuno capito perché guai.
Very, very good. Yeah, thank you.
Dude, his Italian.
È un combattante. o combattante e o bambino.
Yes, the fighter and
sempre
kid.
parla, ma non dici niente. Non dici niente.
I don't understand that part. You said the fighter and the kid, what? Oh boy, here's that big bite. It's a big bite of sandwich. Yeah.
I wonder if his girl's just in the corner of the room like, what the fuck is going on?
No.
See.
Sono là, sono gettato un copoletto dentro un libro on the betting book at me and say, ma che cazzo fai? What the fuck you do? Hey.
What the fuck?
Well, we can't thank you enough for joining us here on the Fighter and Kid. You're one of many guests, and
you were the most.
Yeah.
1,000 episodi.
Yes, 1,000.
O combattante e o bambino.
Yes.
1,000.
Yes,
1,000,000
episode.
yes.
That's the 1,000.
Sound like you said 1 million though.
Yeah, mille is
1,000.
Millennium. It's 1,000.
Okay.
1,000. Sì, Brendan, tu capisci math o in euro?
Well, he knows math. It's just that
1,000.
Yeah, he knows math. It's
American math. No, American math is not like here. Here
Well,
is
nope.
1 yard, 2 yard, but there is no Tom Brady's.
Right, but he heard mille.
Mille, I was thinking a million.
It's the Latin
Sì, no.
for 1,000.
Sì, no.
A millennium is 1,000
Tutto a
years.
posto. Hai ragione, Brendan.
forget
There
me.
is million, here is milli, mean 1,000.
Gotcha.
Yes.
You were the most
Really mean it.
requested guest for this episode.
You were the
Will.
most requested guest
by
of this
far.
episode.
By
Yeah.
far, bud.
Oh, perché tutti quanti America voi venite a Napoli.
Yes.
Voglio che io
They get to see
parlo
Napoli.
napoletano
Thank you for that
perché-
view of Napoli. That's right. Thank you. Now, Napoli is a bit of a lawless place. And my guess is... Yeah.
Poi, io sono napolitano, Pallonetto Santa Lucia, ma che vuoi?
No.
Che vuoi? Non si dice questo.
No, I'm just
Non
saying...
si dice questo.
No, I'm just...
No, mo io, poi,
Yeah.
tu voglio che
Oi.
io...
Yeah.
Oi. Tu voglio che io...
Look at him
uno,
trying to
due,
fly.
gente...
Yeah, no, I'm just... I just meant to say that Napoli is a lawless place. And... just be careful. That's
Fai
all.
così, a Napoli.
Yeah, see, they cut your throat. Yes,
Napoli.
yeah. Yeah. See.
Sì.
Yeah.
Ma no, io sono forte,
No,
Napoli.
nobody fucks with you. I know you're not you'll fight. Okay, well,
Io sangue, ho sangue.
no, you're bleeding
sangue,
out of your
blood.
throat. Yes, you're. Yeah, nobody's interested. No, I'm not. I didn't mean that. Yeah, that's fine. Nobody wants their throat cut, and I'm not.
Is it dangerous over the beach?
Yes. It's very.
Napoli.
dangerous. It's where the
No,
original.
por io,
That's
no,
where
no,
the
no.
mafia. That's where the Mexican cartels learned their.
Wait. Tu guardi troppi film. Tu guardi film, si chiama Gomorra o mafioso film,
I know the film
Godfather.
Gomorrah. Gomorrah is about
Sì.
the Naples mafia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
E questo è Napoli, ma non è così.
Right, now, do you
perché
have-
tutte gente sono felici,
Yeah.
tutti quanti camminano, mangia gelato,
Yeah.
e beve espresso,
Yeah,
e
that's
è
how-
tutto a posto.
All of us, as tourists, we go.
Yes. We
Gelato,
have a good time,
we
yes.
drink, we have
Yeah.
a nice time, we smile.
walk around the city.
But I would imagine if you are in the under tapestry, the
dark
underworld,
arts.
the dark arts,
Puri,
it can get pretty.
Puri va là, ma se tu tengi un nome americano come Bryan,
Yeah.
dico,
Yeah, no,
e
they,
io to
kill
sangue.
you.
I don't know
You
why they
saying
would
they would
kill
kill
me.
you?
Why I haven't done anything wrong.
No, sì, Brendan,
Yeah.
Brendan va qua, e 1, 2, 3 giovani, uè, non si va, no, tu no va qua, americano. Brendan fa così, con
Yeah,
capo,
Brendan would-
e scassato.
Yeah, Brendan would take their heads and smash their heads
Smush like
like a great,
come una bella peach.
like a
peach.
nice peach.
Yeah, nice.
You would smash their heads.
E
Yeah.
così,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know, but I know, but excuse me, I'm not a complete pushover. I can fight too. Yeah, he would do that with his
e
elbows.
tutto sai, ho il naso così.
Yeah, he would
Oh, io
smash.
tengo
No,
una famiglia. Uè, io tengo da famiglia, aiuta.
Yeah, they would. Yes, he would elbow them to a pulp. That's right.
Hey, I just picture this girl in the corner watching this.
Yes.
Fish
Yeah, no, I don't know if he's
No, Brendan, no.
Oh, because he.
Brendan go.
Yeah, he would beat them up. Yes. Yeah. No, I know.
Se tu va a Napoli,
Yeah, if I went to Napoli, if I went to Napoli, what would happen to me?
Portare
Your connection just cut out a little bit.
bring Brendan to you.
Bring Brendan.
I will bring him with
tu
me.
va a Napoli,
Yeah, if I went to Napoli,
bring Brendan.
I don't need to
E
bring
poi
Brendan.
tu,
Yeah,
bring Brendan.
Bring Brendan.
but I don't need to bring Brendan. I can take care of
Plural.
myself too. I can go too.
Will, Brian says he's Italian. Do you see a lot of? Do you see a lot of
My
people?
my grandmother's side is actually, my grandmother's from Naples. It was my grandfather that was from Sicily, so I have roots there. So I think I'd be fine.
Does
I've been
anybody
there.
look like Brian out there, Will?
Yes.
Brian, no, nessuno, perché Brian è una mezza olandese e una mezza filippino.
I am not fucking Filipino. God damn it. I am Italian and Irish American. All
No,
right?
Hollandaise, Holland.
I'm not from fucking
make
Holland. I'm not from Holland. I'm
See.
not from. Don't say I'm. I'm
Hollandaise, nice.
I'm not, I'm not made of hollandaise sauce. That's so insulting. I'm not hollandaise sauce, and I'm not fucking Filipino hollandaise sauce. That's what I'm saying, because I was born in the Philippines.
Tu bev hollandaise, drink it, drink
I'm not
hollandaise
drinking
sauce.
fucking hollandaise sauce. All right, I don't even know what that
Fanculo,
means.
ma che palla tu rombo cazzo mo, tu bev hollandaise, drink.
I don't drink
Delicious.
fucking hollandaise sauce. I don't even know what that means. It's insulting. I'd be fine in Naples. Don't say I'd get my throat cut or whatever the fuck you're saying right now.
Wait, aspetta un momento.
Okay, I'll wait.
1 minute.
Un momento.
Yeah. What?
He's eating the sandwich again for the listeners out there. He's eating this Italian sandwich.
He said, "Wait a minute, let me take a bite." He took a huge bite, and he's just
It
taking
does
here's
look
another
nice.
bite. He's taking another bite.
It does look nice, though.
Yeah, he's taking giant bites, and now he's
gotta be honest,
showcasing the back, the view.
Yeah, look, the view. It looks like Marina Del Rey a lot.
It does look a lot like Marina Del Rey. It's essentially
Perché è un mare.
and a lot dirtier,
Yes.
and a lot dirtier. They don't exactly follow a lot of the pollution
Non è
protocols.
sporco.
Yeah.
Qua sono tutti gente, sì, gente sporco, pulito, dirty.
Yeah, it's dirty.
Napolitano.
When is Will coming back, though?
Will, no, he's staying there for the rest of his life. Will, listen, we really appreciate you calling in. Thank you so much for being the most requested guest, and we hope that you'll grace us with your presence. If your English comes back to you, please come and join us in person whenever you can.
Ma no.
Okay, well, in the meantime, are you going to be hosting your Dudesy podcast from Naples, because it is the first AI generated podcast?
Ma AI si chiama
Yeah, you're frozen up there.
artificiale,
Yeah.
ma pur Dudesy è come una AI, ma pure è solo io e Chad. Io e Chad.
You and Chad. Well, listen, you and Chad Kulchin have a great podcast, Dudesy. We want to thank you so much for your outfit.
Aspetta, un momento.
Yeah.
Un momento.
What?
1 minute.
What?
He's eating a sandwich
Man, I
again.
know, I don't- do I
for
need
the
to be
listeners.
silent? Fuck, man.
He just won't stop eating it. He loves it there. Will's gone full Italian, man.
You really have gone full Italian.
Who could have called this?
This has been the Italian
This is
episode.
the 1000th episode, and Will's full-blown
Forza
Italian.
Who knew that you needed an Italian dictionary? But I hope I did a good job explaining, because I'm half Italian, as you know, so I understand a lot of Italian.
But not as good as Will.
No.
Will's full-blown engulfed himself in the
Well,
culture.
both his parents were Italian.
That makes sense, Sasso. Yeah.
Sasso.
Probably
I think Sasso
He's
might
Canadian,
be a
though.
Slovenian. It might
He's
be a
Canadian.
Slovenian name, or it's
Will's fucking Canadian,
Yeah, he's
and he
Canadian.
loves America and WWE.
yeah.
Io sono nato in Canada, born there, ma ho sangue mio, io sono napolitano.
No, yes.
Perché
Yes, your family's
tutti
from
quanti
Naples.
Sì.
No, you're
Guarda,
Canadian,
io
bro.
Go, wow, Willie Sasso. Willie Sasso.
Well,
mwah, mwah,
Yeah, you have a lot of relatives that are very happy to see you, you get a lot of kisses. They don't kiss your ring. I don't know if they kiss your ring.
Kiss the ring.
I don't know
Wow.
if they kiss the ring.
Orey.
That's your marriage ring. I don't know if
Orey.
they. I don't know if they do that. What are they doing
give him
there?
a crown?
They're putting a crown on you.
Oh wow. He's all
I don't know if they're
yes.
putting. I don't know if you
Kiss
can
the
crown
ring
the
and
king.
crown.
I don't know if
Wow.
they kiss your. I don't know if they do that.
Orey.
No wonder he's not
Orey,
coming back.
Guglielmo El Rey.
Right, but I don't know if that's true. I don't know if you're the reigning king, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, we love you, Will. We miss you,
live
buddy.
We miss you.
We miss you,
Ok,
pal.
ehi, uè, ciao. Dice tutti quanti ciao e buonasera, buona serata, è stato a posto, ok? Tutti i famigli sono bene.
Yes.
Ehi, stato a posto. Combattante.
Yes.
Combattante o bambino?
Okay, I'm not the bambino. It's a
You're
little
the
insulting,
bambino.
but yes, I'm.
O bambino, pisolin, small cock.
No, I don't have that. I don't have that. It's just insulting. I don't have that. I don't
Okay.
need that. No.
Okay.
No, don't do that. All right, can we get him
Come
off the
questo.
screen? All right.
Will, we
that's
love you, bud.
not
We miss
great. That's so insulting. All right.
We love you, pal.
God, no. Don't
Bri-
kiss
Bri-
the ring and then you're a little dick. That's not me.
If you come back to America, Brian's gonna kiss the ring.
No, I'm not kissing
You're
that
kissing
fucking
his
ring.
goddamn
I'm not
ring.
kissing his ring. No.
Hey.
No, I'm not going to do that.
All right, love you,
All
bud.
right.
Look at him. Cut it there.
Cut it
He's
there.
the best.
Cut it there. We love you.
Bangul.
Look at his face.
Bangul.
Let's take a break, dude, because it's been a long pod. I'm worried about your wiener tonight.
You got to
seem
worry about my
pretty
wiener.
exhausted.
If I want to get into some love making, I might need some help.
You gonna stop at a gas station?
Stop at a gas station. Get one of
Wrong,
those,
dude.
Maybe I'll get one of those. Go to the doctor and get one of those prescription things. that
No,
hurt
too
my
many
head.
weird side effects, bro.
Yeah, make my face hot.
Yep, you grow a third eye, maybe a
My
tail.
friend said his head hurt so much that it was going to fall off.
Yep, been there.
He took some,
No, you need the real natural science-backed sexual wellness product. I'm talking about a sexual performance booster for your wiener.
Oh, this
it's
is the
like
one that
pre-workout
promotes,
for sex.
This promotes what's it called? Blood vessel.
You got that?
Blood vessel flow.
I'm not buying it.
Yep.
Yep, that's
Blood
right,
vessel
dude.
and endothelial tissue health. Is that what it is? Yep.
Dude.
Heart health.
Most of all, dude, it's a sexual performance booster and it's daily. It's a no-brainer. It's going to enhance everything, especially in the sack. All you got to do is tear open the little sack, right? Little sack.
Little
Kind of
electrolyte
nuts.
packet.
Yep. You mix it all about 45 or 4 hours, you're ready to go. So if you're ready to turbocharge your wiener game in the bedroom and boost your sexual performance and do it naturally
ready.
without all the nasty prescription drugs.
I'm ready.
Boy, all you got to do is go to usejoymode.com and usejoymode.com/fighter. Enter the code fighter and you get 20% off on for your first order.
There you go.
Yep, it's hard to talk right now. It's
Thank
been
you,
a long
Joy
ass
Mode.
podcast.
Yeah, it has. And
Hey,
there's Chris.
long time no see,
Chris
pal.
is acting like he just won something.
Yeah, I got it.
No, I'm good, man.
I'm not ready.
you
We're all
good?
good. Yeah, I'm coming to you actually from Congratulations Studios.
Well, it's not. Don't say congratulations studios. So there's a room in your house where you do the podcast, right?
It's a non-disclosed location, and it is in Congratulations Studios.
I've been there. Yeah, it's in your house.
Well, but we had we blindfolded you, and you took a pill to get on the way. It's like the Batman. It's like going to the Batcave. You can't really see where it is, but when you arrive, you're like, wow.
No,
right?
I didn't.
Can we agree on that? If there's one thing we can agree on,
I'm
can
not
we agree
agreeing to that, dude.
the
I
fact
just
that,
came over.
that I blindfolded you, and this is like the Batcave.
How was this? What would you give his setup?
His setup?
Scale 1 to 10.
I'd say it's
on a scale of
rudimentary.
1 out of 10 bats.
I'd say he went like this. He goes, he walked in, he goes, in his house, he goes, I'll use this corner. He just put a table there. And
I think you walked in with like, how can I make this look like firing the kid? Because they set the trend.
well, he
fine.
comes from, we've always said that. He comes from my rib. You can look that up on
No,
Wikipedia.
nobody says that.
took
And
your
don't
workshop.
look up that I come from your rib, dude. Okay?
Well, but I mean, so that dog collar that you are wearing,
It's not, dude. I don't want you to say that. What it is it's an honor. It's an honor to DMX.
Are we going chains for chains?
You're
I didn't
not-
know that.
you're not
I didn't know it was
DMX.
bling. I didn't know it was.
No, I know, but he passed away. I don't know if you know this.
I do
Cal,
know
but
about DMX. I know he passed
So
away.
he was a rapper that really burst onto the scene in 1997.
I know who
with
the fuck-
Dark and Hell is Hot. His follow-up albums were really good. Some of them were misunderstood. His biggest album was X, and it wasn't the one that was.
I also know what DMX stands for. Do you?
Yeah.
What?
We all do.
Yeah.
We can move on.
Yeah. Do you know? You want me to tell you? Do you know, Chris?
No, of course we know.
Go ahead.
It's so
bro.
stupid. Go ahead.
See, it feels like I feel like you don't know.
No, I know. DMX.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna say it. All right.
Okay. Right.
It stands for Dark Man X.
X. Right. I know that. So
yeah.
So you know that, and that's good. But what's the X stand for?
Okay, so X stands for the fact that
X.
when you were the reason he's named it Malcolm X, a little Black history for you guys.
That was a slave name.
Is that you get a slave name, which was a slave name that was taken. You got the slave owner's last name. And guys, it's just history. You guys wake up. You guys, and you would mark X as a sign of defiance. 'Cause it's like my name is X.
I'm sorry.
Now.
That was the Bryan.
Hey everyone, welcome to Congratulations. Today we're going to be going over a lot of different topics. It's going to be amazing.
No, this is Fighter and the Kid.
Thanks for having us on,
Welcome to Congratulations.
Thanks for having us on. This is a big deal.
No problem, guys. So I really want to get into this, your psyche here. Sure. You guys, when you guys started, what was this all about? You just met and then you became friends and then immediately what? It was off to the races, or how'd that happen?
God, man,
that's a good question.
That's such a general question. Yeah, we just decided, let's do a podcast because
see where it goes.
We come from two different worlds and we wanted to put it together. So that was it.
Right. So, and I got another question for you. Now, Mr. Callen, you obviously shop at Regular Guy Republic, right? So when you go there, do you just say, I'll take whatever, or do they set stuff aside for you beforehand and you just take it with your eyes closed? Or how does that work? Go ahead.
I'm a fairly understated dresser. I go with simple shapes and simple colors, and that's all there is to it. Okay. And
right now, I just googled synonyms for understated, and one of them was boring. So can you explain to me that? I'd love to hear your take on that.
I don't believe that clothes make the man. I believe what's behind the clothes, inside the body, inside the mind, inside the character, make the man. All right.
That's what people say when they don't have fashion.
Man's clothing.
Right?
Yeah, you don't need to be a fashionista. You should probably dress in an understated way.
He's like Batman.
I'm very understated right now because I don't even have pants or shoes on, so only a shirt.
Hell yeah.
Oh, so are you sitting on a chair with nothing sans clothing?
Yeah, I mean the chair has like a stud shooting up from it, but yeah.
Oh God.
Oh
man, dude, why?
Bidet, like a bidet?
It's a Sybian.
No, he's sitting on a Sybian. Are you sitting on a Sybian? Why would
it's
you?
It's a Sybian.
God damn it, Chris.
And you got Tupac in the background?
Yeah. Do you know Chris sent me a picture and he said,
"Oh no, dude, it's a Sybian." Oh.
Dude, did you just piss from all the pressure it was putting on your prostate?
Did I just release? Oh no, dude, I'm sorry, guys, I released.
God, don't release.
Dude, I'm sorry, I released.
Chris,
you're too close, man.
Chris sent me a picture and it said, "You like my new watch?" And it was his dick wrapped around his wrist.
One of my favorites.
So inappropriate.
That's how you know what time it is, and that's how you know what time it is.
Yeah, well, not really.
Right?
Yep.
Not really, dude. So your dog collar, that's an homage to...
It's not a dog collar, dude.
Well, what is it? Why would you wear something that thick, that close around your neck? It's a choker. Don't chokers belong to, like, girls when they go out to clubs?
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. That's not the truth. And what I did was, I didn't have anything on. I didn't have any chains on. Yeah. And I go, oh, yeah, got to Zoom with the fuckheads. So I go.
The fuck?
Why would you call it the fuckheads?
I like you guys. No, I like you guys.
Yeah, but
why don't you talk on the mic? Are you talking on the mic, or you just had the mic behind you?
The mic doesn't go through it. It just doesn't. So I go, gotta Zoom with the fuckheads, and then I go, and then I'm like, oh man, and then I look over, and on the kitchen peninsula was this, and I just put it on.
So you just leave your bling just lying around any which way in any place you want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tighten your mouth up a little bit and be a little respectful with it?
Don't call us fuckheads, man.
So I know.
Don't disrespect us on 1,000.
Yeah, why would you call us
I don't mean to disrespect you on 1,000.
1,001, okay?
Yeah,
I love you guys. I love you guys, and congratulations. How did you... So another question for you guys is, how does it feel to actually reach 1,000?
Well, we never thought we'd get to this point where we were
so
really killing it, and then we got super mediocre. You know, it's really interesting. Yeah.
But it seems like mediocre is the way to go, because that's what most things that are the most popular are.
Well, yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Explain that. Can you expand on that terrible
you talk
statement?
about The Rock. You talk about The Rock. He does a bunch of movies. They're all the same, except for Jungle Cruise, which I actually really enjoyed.
Yeah.
But, maybe it's because there's less action. I'm not sure. Anyway, you guys should check out Jungle Cruise because it's such a fantastic film. I heard they shot it in Puerto Rico. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you ever been to Puerto Rico, Chris?
I have when I was younger once with my family. Funny thing is that the movie Jungle Cruise was actually shot in Puerto Rico.
I see. It was shot in Puerto Rico, in the jungles of Puerto Rico.
Cruise fan.
Yeah, the jungles of Puerto Rico. And it's hilarious, dude. It's a romp. It's honestly
it's a romp.
A romp. It's a romp.
Now, when you go to a country, Chris, do you study the history? Like you've been to Italy, I think. You've been to different places.
I just have a wire that I actually hooked up with the Neuralink shit or whatever.
You do that?
That Elon does?
You have one of those?
wire into it. And then say I'm going to, Papua New Guinea or some shit. I go, all right, well, hook up. And then I go.
I don't know. Is that true?
And then you're speaking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I speak all of the.
Is that what Sasso did? His Italian was good. Do you think it's Neuralink?
It might be Neuralink.
Sasso came on here.
Right? That's Italian. And that's because I hooked it up to the Neuralink earlier on.
Dude, Sasso came on here and just spoke in Italian.
He only spoke Italian the whole time.
It was probably AI. I hate to break it to you, but it was probably
AI. It might have been AI. His whole image was AI. I think he just typed in Will Sasso speaking. Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Now, Chris, we always talk about your sallow complexion. Do you ever go when you go out in the sun? No.
Sorry.
Don't do that though.
I liked it,
but we didn't need that.
For 1,000, I'll take a kiss because he did call us fuckheads earlier.
Yeah.
It's all good. Can't do anything about it. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Did I get you into comedy? My example.
No.
Man, do you think you're a little close to the camera?
No, I'm all right. Oh, dude, there's zero gravity in here. Did you know that?
I did.
What?
I did.
Yeah, there's zero gravity in here. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I can kind of see your arm.
Hey, we're not 8, bro.
I can see your arm, dude.
Get out of here, phone. Almost hit me in the face, dude.
Man, is that really a zero gravity room?
Oh, wow, dude. That's crazy.
Dude, my son was drinking a bottle. Hold on a second.
I can kind of see your hand holding it, though, Chris.
Get out of here, water bottle. Hold on.
How much that zero gravity room cost?
Fuck, man. I'll tell you what.
I mean,
I don't know how much things cost.
What? That's not a great place to put your money, is it? Like, it seems like a bad investment.
I went to the grocery store today.
Yeah.
And I got 2 things of milk.
Yeah.
And do you know that 2 things of milk is only $12?
Yeah, that would make sense. I do know that.
$6? Yeah.
No, same, yeah.
Chris, you're kind of slight flexing. It's not good. You're saying that you don't even look at price tags. Is that what you're trying to say?
No. I don't really go to milk places or wherever, but like I go.
It's a grocery store. All right, let's do it. What does the average pair of sneakers cost? Let's see if you
cost.
Yeah, how in tune are you with this? Yeah,
for 2, 1,100.
No.
What about a car, Chris? How much do you think like the cars you drive? How much do you think one of those cars are?
How much is a car?
Yeah. A nice car.
What kind of car? A Honda?
One of the cars you have. Yeah, a Honda. A Honda Civic. New Honda Civic.
$150K, right? With all the bells and whistles.
No, man. You're so off, dude. You're just not in touch at all.
I don't know.
Not in touch. Do you know what's
anyway, I got the 2 gallons of milk. I brought them home and I drank them all so fucking quick. And
you drank 2 gallons of milk?
Yeah. And dude,
why did you keep drinking the milk?
If I tell you I was pissing, man, I was pissing. I vomited.
Yeah. That's what happens.
And I shit.
Why? Well, why did you drink?
Shit.
Why you couldn't have had a craving for that much milk? What, like after the first?
Because it was a deal, dude. $6 for 1 thing of milk. I got 2 of them.
I know, but you couldn't turn it down. Milk. You don't have to drink.
I loaded it up, so I just loaded it up. Loaded up on calcium.
I know, but you can always keep one in the fridge and let it.
Yeah, they don't go bad that fast.
I should have done that.
Yeah.
I'll go get more.
No, yeah, but don't drink it all like that.
All right.
There's no rush. Now, you are you are doing a podcast with your brother. How is that going? How is your brother?
It's great. It's called Lifeline. I also do Golden Hour. Ever hear of it?
Yeah, Brendan's on it. You do it in the studio.
So I did that. And I just also announced a new date. So congratulations. I'm going to Duluth, Minnesota. Where's that?
He goes to the most random places. He's also headed to Australia.
Oh, you're going to Australia? Yeah. You're going to have fun.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to open for me at Zany's this weekend?
No, I can't open for you, dude.
You should come down.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Oh, man, dude. Oh, fuck. I'm allergic to has-beens, dude. Sorry.
Dude, that's so disrespectful.
Those were legit disrespectful.
Sneezes. Even though it's not. Chris, I don't think you are in that zero gravity room. I don't. I just can see your hand every time.
Okay, well.
Yeah, I don't.
Chris, how many pods you do today? You got congratulations, then you also got the one with you and your bro, and then this?
Yeah, you're gonna get pissed off actually.
Why?
Because I had to do 2 podcasts. I had to do Lifeline.
Yeah.
And this morning they called me and said we can't do it because, and Brendan, you're gonna get upset.
Oh no.
Somebody got COVID.
You have COVID?
Not me.
You're gonna get upset.
Eric Griffin has COVID.
No, not him. Dude.
It's on his end, old fuck.
It's on my end. Oh, Brian doesn't know how things work. Sorry.
Wait.
Pretend he's Biden.
Your brother have COVID?
No, not my brother. Nobody. No, it's so. And I was like, are people still even getting it? I didn't even know that. You know. Yeah. And someone got it, and so we can't record.
The guy just wanted to miss.
Here I am.
Oh, okay.
But this is, I actually can't believe you guys did 1,000 episodes and more, right?
It's more than that. Yeah. Audible wise, it's more than that because that's 1,000 from the Fox days. So before that, we were doing it all over.
That's crazy. What did you guys talk about, like, to celebrate? Do you have cupcakes right there? Oh, you got cupcakes?
So Nas made his
homemade
cupcakes. I ate one. I haven't eaten all day, and I ate one.
Oh, good. That's good for you.
I don't feel good.
I'm gonna eat one. I have
milk if you want some milk with the cupcakes.
No.
I'll go get it.
You can just bring it over.
Rush it over.
Yeah.
No.
I go get 6 of them because there's 3 of us.
Well, you're living in the area now or soon.
Yeah, kind of soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who'll be my neighbor? Are you jelly that you're so far?
I don't know. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
My life is.
Well, because Brian, you live in somewhere else at the beach, right?
Yes.
And that sucks.
He basically lives in Phoenix.
No, because I have a view of the ocean.
Well, okay. I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, 1,000 episodes, Chris. How long have I known you?
16 years or 15, 16 years?
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Well, because think about it, you guys were doing the 10-minute pod even before Firing the Kid.
Oh,
yeah.
So
and then before that,
we Kid was heavy with Chris, Sasso.
Yeah.
Like the early episodes were a lot of Chris, a lot of Sasso.
Yeah.
Theo.
Yeah. So, but I knew you. I remember you opened for Dove and I at the La Jolla Comedy Store, and I remember that it was so funny because you tried on 13 shirts, and every time you come into the room, I would go, "You're gonna wear that one," and you'd go, "Why? This doesn't," and you'd leave, and you finally put a tank top on, and your chest hair was sticking straight out, and I was looking at you going, I was looking at how white you were, and then you just did not give a fuck, and you were just walking, and this guy was just looking for a fight, and he just looked at you. You didn't even notice. He looked at you, and he went like this. He was like, he looked at the way you looked. You had like
it annoyed him.
Yeah, it annoyed him so bad. And he went like that.
I get
and
it.
You were like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, I get it.
And then you had some Navy SEALs guys they were Navy SEALs, and they recognized you. They knew you from school. They stopped their truck. And I was like, oh shit, those in La Jolla, and they were brand new young dudes, but they were SEALs, and they were all jacked. And you did not give a fuck about that. I was like, dude, there were SEALs, and you're like, how do you care about all that stuff?
I'm with Chris.
Like, you care. Well, you care too much about that stuff, honestly. I mean, it was cool that they made some of themselves, and that guy's cool. I really like the guy it was Dutch. I remember his name was Dutch.
Big boy.
That first guy though, that tried to be like, I found him 6 months ago, and I killed him and his whole family.
So you hold a grudge for a long time.
Got him.
Yeah,
back, dude.
yeah. I'm one of those guys that kind of just like holds a grudge,
Yeah.
And if somebody crosses me, and I'm going to say it, even a little bit.
What?
I'm going to find. If I'm going to say, dude, should I say it?
Say it.
Baby, should I say it? You know, I'm going to say it. If someone even crosses me the most minuscule bit, like we're talking about an iota, okay?
Yeah, an iota.
I'll wipe out their whole lineage. It doesn't matter how.
Wow.
That's some Kaiser Soze shit. Why would you do that?
Mafia style.
You know, there's a lot of people in the world. I think in China, they're only allowed to have one kid anyway. So it's like.
No.
Fuck it.
Yeah. All right. Now, are you planning on getting more tattoos?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't stop kissing me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Why are you going to get Why are you going to get more tattoos?
Where else are you going to go? You going to go face? You can go Post
Sacramento.
Maloney?
No. I'm going to do so I have a few ideas that I'm kicking around, but I've got
forehead for sure.
A cross like this.
Oh no, Chris. I don't think that's going to. No,
I like
Chris.
that prison style.
No, Chris, not
eyeball.
across your eye.
Wow.
Please
inside
don't
the eyeball.
No.
And then I want to get a small penis tattooed on my penis.
What?
This way, if my wife when she makes fun of me for having a small penis, I'll be like, "You're just looking at the wrong one," and I'll feel better about myself.
That's
Brilliant.
So. Your wife, does she make fun of your small penis?
Oh, that's crafty. Yeah. She laughs so fucking hard when I take my pants off.
Well, Chris, you have a pretty big dong, so I don't know what is her.
Well,
what does she want from you?
I guess the last guy she was with, she called him duffel bag. So, yeah,
that's so gross.
She called him on the way to the gym duffel bag.
Oh, God, that's not good, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. Now, you and I did a TV show. It's called Quick and Dirty, and we had an act off.
Oh, yeah.
I understand. I've been getting a lot of compliments from it. I think it's doing well on YouTube. It's
on YouTube. Oh, what's it on? FX. It's on YouTube. And
well, don't say TV show then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Brian's 57.
No.
So
don't say TV show.
You can watch it. It's a TV show, right?
Yes.
If it's on a screen, it's a TV show.
If it's on
Not even if it's just a kid running across the street after a ball. It's a TV show.
Well, and that's where I'm at in my career right now. Yes,
yeah.
But that's okay. And that's okay because you got to start something.
So,
it's all good.
No, so
30 years. 30 years is fine.
We did an acting challenge, which I won. But
you've been doing it since you were a kid.
Let's be honest. All bullshit aside, I'm a much better actor.
No.
Right? And I
wouldn't
won
say
that one.
Wait, who won the contest though?
Me. I'm a much better actor.
It's up to the people who comment. If you go to Quick and Dirty, if you go to my channel, then you'll comment a lot of comments.
Can I do that on Netflix or is that on FX? Where do I read the comments?
So you go to Netflix and then what you do is you hit apps and then you go over to YouTube.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just confused.
But you can watch it on the same screen.
I'm confused. So it's on like HBO Max or like Max where I go to it?
Yes, so watch.
Because you said TV shows, I'm confused.
So you have your TV.
It's both of you?
Yeah, and you can watch it on the same TV that you would watch Max on. So it's the same TV.
Gotcha.
Right? So you'd go to Max or you'd go to Netflix.
Right.
And then you hit apps and then you go over to YouTube and it'll pop up in the exact same space as it was on Max. So it's the same thing.
Right.
It's basically you're watching
I can leave comments.
Yeah, you can comment if you want.
Well,
the one thing that we
But you
chose
can also,
to do,
honestly, to be fair, you could comment. You could comment on Netflix and Max too. You just have to do it from your living room. You just got to be like, "This shit sucks."
You can do that too. Yeah, you can.
Or make a lot of people make it racist. People make comments racist.
Yeah,
a
they
lot,
do.
So be like, down with I don't know, fill in whoever. Right?
Have you ever had a racist thought, Chris?
Yeah.
And this is why you guys were aware on YouTube, probably.
Yeah, that's probably one of the reasons. Yeah.
I have racist thoughts, but I go like this. Hey, thought, get out of here.
I go, come on, man, not today. I'll go be cool.
You had a coffee shop in your own house. You had a coffee shop in your own house that had a whites only sign, I think.
But that wasn't, that was a management.
It was a water fountain.
It was a water fountain. It said whites only.
That was the management. You understand?
Yeah, man. Well, are you looking at me?
Hey, stop eating.
Yeah, that's a fair point, dude. With you, it's disrespectful.
Here comes. Here comes.
Hey, you're making me.
I enjoy it.
No, I don't want you to do that. Don't do that. I don't want you to do that to me because I know that that's your way of asserting dominance and I don't fucking like it.
Okay?
Hey, Chris, does it bother you that Bryan hopes that you don't keep putting on muscle? Does it bother you that secretly he's hoping you don't continue to get shredded?
But I'm stronger and I'm a better athlete.
I don't know.
I would beat you at any
Check
sport.
this out, though. I actually hurt my shoulder, so I'm on a little bit of the DL, but I'll be back.
Yeah.
So, Bryan, you can cheer.
No, I won't cheer, but you don't have the tendon strength to be doing what you're doing.
Don't say that.
Well, you break down.
Oh.
Right.
No, I break it down.
No,
I break it down.
You break
it down.
Yeah.
I break it down.
Yeah.
If you play the Sugar Hill Gang and I'm around, forget it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we
you play
right now, but
no, I'm saying, but it's YouTube. But if you play anything from Daniel Bedingfield and I'm there, I break it down.
Really?
Daniel.
Oh yeah.
Now I've never seen you dance. Can you dance if your life depended on it? Can you dance?
Well, I've seen him. You see him dancing on that Spike show back in the day.
Yes.
That motherfucker can move his hips.
Yeah.
That was
Built like
Demi
skeleton
Lovato's song. Yeah.
I remember you dancing on that.
Demi. Yeah, that was me, and that was me dancing to Demi Lovato.
Have you ever met Demi?
No.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know. Is she crazy? I thought she was maybe crazy.
Well, she became non-binary. She was in a coma.
Oh, okay.
She had a hard time of it. I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talented. Though.
She was dating one of our buddies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dating one of our buddies. She can sing.
Ooh, she can sing.
I mean,
there's some demons there. She's coming out.
100%. She can sing. If you can really sing really good, though, you definitely were fucked up. You know, as a kid.
I can sing.
Oh yeah, you got something you want to talk about?
I have nice pitch.
No, don't.
And a good ear.
You really don't, right?
But if I really want to open up, which I'm not going to do, I can sing.
You're not going to do it because you can't. But for me, 525,600 minutes.
Chris is classically trained.
You're classically trained.
Yeah,
wow.
dude. Yeah. His dad paid for lessons.
How do you measure?
Oh no. It's awful.
Measure a year.
Measure a year.
Oh God.
So there you go. That's that.
Oh,
that's
Jesus
right.
Christ.
I can pop that out right away. Yeah. Let's hit the buzzer and turn our chairs around. Right.
No, it's not. That's
turn the chairs
voice.
around.
Guys,
That's
I fucking
Bryan
hate.
Callen.
I hate when my wife makes fun of my cock, dude.
Man, this is not appropriate for a podcast. You should.
I don't mean it, but nobody fucking really watches this. I hope it doesn't get out there.
No, it's gonna get out there, Chris. This
just sucks, dude.
Okay, what is going on? What is she doing? I hate to pry.
She goes like this. It's so fucking embarrassing, dude.
Okay, so what?
She goes like this whenever I get out of the shower. She goes like this.
Oh, okay, dude, that's not nice.
Does that mean that it's cute, or is she?
She goes like this. That's hilarious, and she says it, but in between laughing, she's trying to catch her breath, and she's saying, "That's hilarious."
Here's what's bothered me, because I've seen what you're working with, and it's nothing to laugh at, dude. So in my head, I go,
"Can I ask you a question?
What has she seen before?"
Can I ask you a question? I think
he dated Johnny Duffelback.
I might be able to help you.
Right.
Are you when you get out of the shower? Is your dick wearing a clown nose?
Bryan,
we're trying to be serious here, dude.
That might be the weirdest question anyone's ever asked me in my life.
Well, if it's dressed like a clown dick, she's going to laugh at
it. So stupid.
No, dude.
Okay.
It's not dressed like a fucking clown.
I'm trying to help.
Honestly,
you're not making
we
feel
can make
better,
fun of a lot of things. I don't even know where to go with that.
Yeah, me neither. You're not making him feel better. He's coming out to us that his wife laughs at his small dick.
I'm trying to
help. You're asking if it has a clown suit on it. Paint it black. See if she laughs.
Yeah.
Hey, Cal.
There's his little boy.
Cal's here, so let's talk about other things.
Yeah, let's not talk about you know what.
Hey, Cal.
Chris, what do you do with your day? You podcast, you hang?
Yeah, man, I work out, I get coffee, I hang with my children, dude. They're awesome, and my wife, and then you want to say hi?
Oh, what's up, buddy? I like those jammies,
he
bud.
Looks so much like you. He's so cute. I love him. Hi,
you know
Calvin.
That, right?
It's Bryan. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, pal? I like those cozies.
You look so much
I like that you don't want to change, even though Christmas isn't in right now.
He is Chris.
He doesn't want to change. Yeah, he loves it.
No, yeah.
He's
I love
mini
him.
Chris.
All right. All right, bud. Love you.
He's the best.
Yeah, he has the Christmas PJ.
Hey, you have a skateboard behind you, but you've never skateboarded. Can you even?
What's a Tupac?
Can you ride a two-wheeler? Because I feel like you can't do anything that normal people do.
You talking about a bicycle, bro?
Yeah, if you said I can't swim, I wouldn't bat an eye. There's no reason why you can do anything that normal kids can do.
Just like regular swimming?
Like if you're like, I use Velcro on my shoes, I never learned how to tie my shoelaces. That's how strange you are.
Hey, Chris, did your parents, as a kid, they sign you up for like T-ball or Little League or anything? You ever try any of that?
Yeah, I did baseball. I did basketball. They trained me to rob banks. I never robbed any, but
no, I was with his family, and Chris was. I didn't know him very well, and we're all sitting around, and he was wedged in between all of us, and we were just talking, and then he goes, I gotta move, and he had to get up and just start walking around. I go, what's up? He goes, I can't sit like that. And I looked at his dad. I go, and his dad goes, that's just par for the course. That's Chris.
Okay.
He's not going to sit still for a long period of time.
Yeah, you're welcome because I'm being the true me. So sorry, dude.
No, it's okay.
Oh yeah, you want a representation of me, right?
I can't help it.
No, and then your dad said, "You're the son I never had," and he hugged me.
No, dude, he didn't. Okay, first of all, my dad couldn't have you because
his dad would say you're the brother I've never had, dude. Right?
Yeah.
You're the brother I've never had.
All right, all right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he could have had you at fucking 7 years old.
All right, bro.
I'm just saying.
Take it easy.
Yeah, well, yeah, and my mom was 6. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They were dating. Yeah, my dad and my mom were dating at lunchtime. They conceived you.
Yeah, well.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Yeah.
All right, okay.
All right.
Well, we love you, bud. We have to get you on because you've won Guest of the Year. You're one of the original guys. Oh wow, you're still in space there.
Dude, the zero gravity chamber is pretty awesome.
So expensive, I think, probably.
I know.
So, but listen, I love you guys too, and I'm in a tight thing. I gotta get going. It sucks.
God, man, that didn't even look like you had a watch on there. That was
I didn't see a watch there.
Where do you have to go? Where do you have to go?
Oh shit! I tell time by the fucking sun anyway, and look, it's fucking. I gotta go.
Man, it sounds like you're inside. What do you have to do?
Oh, there's so much fucking shit over there. I got to go fix it.
All right, brother. Well, we love you, man.
Go fix it.
Oh, thanks, sweetie. It's, I don't know. I don't set these. I just wear them as bracelets.
It's a nice Rolex.
Dude, I hope that people watch this 100,000th episode, and I think that it's great that you guys are doing this, and I love you guys, and I know we talk a lot of jokes and stuff, but I love you.
Love you, pal. Too, buddy. You're the best.
We love you too, pal. We'll see you soon.
See you soon, pal. You're the best.
See you guys.
You're the best. Let's take a break.
Dude, we did a 4-hour podcast. One of the ways I've been able to talk so long is I'm on that Happy Hippo product. That's right. Pills, gummies, powders, however you want to get your kratom, they make the best of best. They got taffies. They got it all. And it's the Wild West out in the kratom game, so that's why I trust Happy Hippo only. They got K-dips, stuff in your lip like it's a dip. Whatever you got, kratom, they got you covered. It's the best of the best. Go to happyhippo.com. Promo code is TFATK. Use that for life. You get 20% off.
Listen. If you guys are not trained, you will sink to the level of your training, which is 0 if an emergency happens, if a disaster happens, if your life's threatened, if your family's life.
You got to be ready. I wish there was an app that would teach me.
It's called Fieldcraft Survival.
Thank God.
That's the app, okay? There's a monthly subscription. You'll get 30 days free using code FIGHTER30FREE. For annual subscriptions, you'll get 35% off your annual subscription using code FIGHTER35. We also have discounts on products and training. Use code FIGHTER20 for 20% off your training and product. Learn how to, the app will teach you. There's training and there are products to get you ready. I don't go anywhere without my Fieldcraft Survival kit because I want to be ready in case something happens. You know why? Because you are your first responder.
So all you got to do is go to fieldcraftsurvival.com. Use the code FIGHTER20. You get 20% off training and products at fieldcraftsurvival.com. Let's get back to the program.
I think the line of the entire day was Andrew Schulz saying, no one's ever said this sentence before. I toured the country fighting. Oh, man.
It's been a long one, pal.
I said that too, and I've said that many times before where I was like, I toured the country.
Yeah, I let it slide.
What are you talking about,
yeah,
toured the country? I went to tournaments in different parts of
It's been a long one, dude. We've had, what do we go? We got Chrissy D, Chris D'Elia, Schulz, Rapaport,
Sasso. So good.
And now we got fan questions. We're about almost 4 hours here.
Yeah.
The boys are still going.
We'll clip it down. It's probably be clipped down.
It's going to be long, though.
Be long. Let's do it. Let's do some fan questions before we start. Fan questions. Zanies, I'll see you this
Brian B. Nashville for the 7th fucking
Friday,
time.
Saturday, Sunday. Zanies, BrianCallen.com. Get your tickets.
Just so the fans know, all the questions, we got 1 million, especially on Instagram. We got a good amount on email as well. But Chin and Sanaz and Mark, that's who you guys went through all the questions.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know what to expect. So let's.
By the way, shout out to Chin and Sanaz. And Chin, you've been with us for how many episodes would you say?
12 years.
Is that long?
A lot.
24 years.
Mr. Consistency, the one guy who never calls in sick. He's always here.
How about Sanaz?
Always
Hasn't been with us long, but drives from fucking Orange
Sanaz
County.
Amazing. I love
Still
her. I
gets
told her
here
I loved her
before
today.
you.
She's
Yeah.
incredible. So you guys really are a huge part of the show for real. All bullshit aside. We appreciate you a lot, even though we don't really.
And that's why me and Chin have come up with a plan to kill you in Alaska.
I wish you would. I fucking wish you would kill me.
I could make that happen.
I'm psyched that Chin's coming with us, man.
So am I.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
It's either going to be the best of time or the worst.
Chin, apparently get neoprene gloves because it makes all the difference, I guess.
I have gloves, but yeah, I'll look for neoprene.
What are neoprene?
I looked it up. It's like that.
It's like scuba gear, right?
Yeah,
it's just like what you wear for a wetsuit.
I don't know. It makes
Where do you? I guess I get off Amazon.
Yeah, you get everything off Amazon.
Can't you get off Amazon?
Oh, I mean,
or maybe
I buy
REI
car
you could
parts
go
off there.
to or something.
Yeah, but it's probably gonna be
just go to
more
Amazon.
expensive.
Amazon has literally everything to show up the next day.
Yeah. Neoprene.
Just you want to walk around at REI, you know. There are a lot of people dressed like you there, though.
I just don't know what size my hands are.
Small.
Medium. My hands are not small.
Oh no, hold on. Yeah, super small.
My hands aren't small.
Do XL or whatever. No, get mediums because you'd rather have big than tight.
You want big, yeah. I don't want tight clothes.
Get double X.
Well, your hands aren't so big.
I mean, I want large XL.
Are you?
Everything I do, yeah. Literally everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a big boy.
All right, what do you got, Sanaz?
All right. So we got a lot of questions. We'll start with a couple easy ones. What do you think the most important thing you learned while the man dragon was dealing with BS canceling? And that comes to us from Alan Tucker 07 on Instagram.
You take it because you went through it, and then I went through it. Like we both went through some shit there. Different because you actually went through the actual bullshit, and then you got to realize I basically going through it with my brother.
Yeah,
because we're in this marriage, so it was like a double sided thing. You go first though.
Well, I
definitely
mean,
your thing.
Part of it's losing everything. You know, like part of it's just going through. Like you spend your whole life building something, and then just out of the blue, somebody says something about you, tells a story about you. Doesn't matter if it's from 1999. Doesn't matter what it is.
Doesn't matter if it's true.
Your whole life.
That's most important.
Away.
Doesn't matter if it's true.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck how old it is.
Yeah.
Number one.
By the way,
doesn't matter if it was yesterday. Doesn't matter if it was 2012. Doesn't matter if it was 1992.
Yes.
It wasn't fucking true.
Exactly. And so that's the one thing that got me through it. But more importantly, what I also realized was no matter who you are and no matter what you've done, you don't have a right to think that you're going to be able to hold on to anything. There is no permanence in life, and everything is transitory, and everything will come and go. Your success, your health, your looks, your status, your popularity, you'll have your ebbs and flows. And I remember looking in the mirror and I said, let's see who I am now, because I lost everything, man. I mean, I did. I lost everything. And including, my community and everything. And you get very, very isolated. But I never stopped writing. I never stopped working out. I never stopped being a good father. I never stopped being a good, partner to my now wife. I never stopped. And I said to myself, if I go down, I'm going to suffer well. And I'm going to prove to myself and the people I care about who I know I've always been and who I've known I was my whole life. And that's an opportunity to prove to the world, but most importantly, yourself and those you love, what kind of person you really are. Who are you now, motherfucker, when they're trying to kill you? And make no mistake, you're in a boat in the middle of the ocean with no paddle. And it's the worst thing in the world. You don't sleep, nothing's good, right? People don't realize what it is. You lose everything. Yeah, but you gain a lot too. You gain a lot in the end.
I think for me is I guess what I didn't realize, few things. One, when it first got drawn to my attention, Bryan called me, I'll never forget. And I was like, dude, it's a tweet and it's not true. Who gives a shit? Like, I know Bryan. I know Bryan better than anybody. I was like, no, who gives a fuck? How long ago? And it's fake? Like, it's a tweet. We don't have to worry about it. I didn't realize that movement was going to actually, like, was going to do something with no evidence.
It takes one person to
which I didn't, at the time, I'm like, who gives a, people say shit all the time. Like, that doesn't matter. Didn't realize what it was going to bring. And then the other thing I didn't realize is with Bryan, with Chris's shit, like, I know them. With Chris stuff, like, I know stuff you guys don't know. I wouldn't stick behind a guy if any of that was true. I know shit you guys don't know. So for people to get mad, like, I can't believe you defend them, like, well, that's what friends do. Now, I'm from the background where I come from. That's what friends do. You back your friends no matter what. I didn't realize that it would kind of, how many friends we'd lose in the comedy community, like how many friends we would lose. And for a long time, I was very upset at that. And now, we've gotten through it. Now I'm glad that happened because now we know what we're dealing with. We know who we can bank on, who we can't. All good. And I never expected that. Straight up, never expected that. And it just people show their true colors.
I also want to say something about that too. Part of when you go through that is learning how to forgive anybody who jumps ship. And here's why. What you have to understand is we live in a world where anyone can say anything about you. People can tell a story and they can take everything from you. We all know this. People lose their entire livelihood off a Twitter storm. People say something and everybody jumps on it. It is the first time in history, in a lot of ways, well, not the first time, but social media has that dark side. If someone writes an article, if there is a certain thing, you are done. All they have to do is tell a story. Johnny Depp, the biggest movie star in the world, what did he say when they said, what did you lose because Miss Heard's story? Nothing short of everything. And that was Johnny Depp.
Yeah, but to your point, I think the reason you're saying this is a lot of people I was mad at, a lot of it's fear. Because even if they support us behind closed door, it would text Bryan.
Yeah.
They were like, I just don't want, like, if this is what they can do, we're out.
You're next. Everybody's next in a world like that. If you can lose your entire livelihood off a story, you're next.
Yeah, I guess I just didn't realize, like, obviously I have nothing to do with it, but I defend my friends. It created teams. And people went, oh, well, Brendan not only defends them, but brings them on the show, does a show with them. Like, so it ostracized me from certain comedy clubs. And, I'm like, wait, what? Wait, you're not sending me availables now? I didn't do anything. But you did. You're on that team. We're on this team. I went, okay.
Yeah.
And all that I'd go, okay.
That was less so. Like there are people that are, we live in a very polarized culture. It's a culture war right now. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of times it was exactly like with COVID. If you weren't all in on masks and social distancing and vaccines, you were already over there. You were branded far right. You were branded all kinds of stuff. We're living in a time where bad lines are being drawn.
Here's my thing. I can understand why some of them didn't speak up for Bryan and Chris. I get it. I get it because you're scared.
Bryan and Chris are two different things too.
No, I'm saying that whole cancel thing. It's one thing.
We're all all of us are in our different boats.
But still, you guys were voted off the island. So my thing is, I can understand that some people wouldn't do it because they're scared of it, and then some I don't understand because, of course, I realize I get some blowback, but it's like I don't respect it. I don't care if I talk to someone anymore. I'm like, oh, I'm good. Like you're not giving me my foxhole. It's all good. So I think with some of it, all good. It's all good.
Follow up to that. So have you guys had friendships where like you've had to navigate this like, hey, we love you, but we just don't want to talk about or kind of help you out right now scenario?
Never. Because I'm that 3 a.m. friend.
Yeah.
Never.
That's not how
you tell me a better friend you have. Again, and I hope I have friends like this in my life. If shit goes down, if I'm your real friend, there's people that we're business associates or whatever, we work together or we have a brand together, that's different. Mm-hmm. There's a few handful of friends where I don't give a fuck what you're going through. I'm the guy you call. And I take pride in that. I'm the fucking guy you call.
Yeah, look, I know who I am and the people around me know who I am. And I one of the things I showed at the time I was going through it, the people that I had hired, one was a publicist, the other was a lawyer. Should never have hired a publicist, never. But I was, you're in a panic mode and people say, you got to do this, you're going to need a crisis stuff. I should have I made a video because I wanted people to see my face. But the one thing I showed them, I said, you need to believe I'm innocent. I can't have you thinking, I can't have you as a hired gun. It's very important that you know. And I showed them my side. I showed them what the truth was. And that was very important to me. So if anybody is going through anything in life, you guys, and you will, align yourself with the truth, align yourself, get key into who you really are, key into the best side of yourself. Get close to those people that love you and just fucking go through it. Go through it. Accept everything as it is. Lose it all and rebuild from there. But just
hopefully you don't have to go through that shit.
Yeah, but people do. They get terminal diseases. They lose a kid. A lot of bad shit happens to people. Way worse than what I'm going through.
Yeah, that's different.
People going through shit in Gaza right now, whether people losing loved ones. Way worse. So please, it's all good, man. I'm fine.
What else you got, Thanos?
I'm fine.
Here's a good one. This comes from Macarus12. What physical sport could Bryan beat Brendan at?
Oh, tennis. But also just anything throwing, probably. I'm very accurate. Probably if I wanted to.
Jiu-jitsu.
I mean, my ballet.
Dancing.
Dancing. I'm so graceful.
Dancing. Sucking cock.
Probably sucking.
A hot dog eating contest, right?
Yep. Probably that.
Especially if they're burnt and black, right?
Yeah. I don't know, though. You have a big mouth.
No, but you have a bit more experience with that stuff.
I know.
That's where my head was going.
Yeah, but you have a big
I'm like, I've seen you take down some dogs before, right? I'll wink when I say dogs. Yeah. I've seen you do it. I'm like, I can't do that.
When have you seen video of me take down just walrusing tick or something?
Yeah,
yeah. That video got in your inbox?
Yeah, man.
All right. Oh, there you go.
Definitely tennis, though, straight up. Yeah, Callen beat me the shit out of me in tennis. He grew up rich. I don't play tennis.
Paddle sports.
Anything with a paddle.
Paddle sports, sailing, dancing, the kinds of
two non-sports, yeah.
The kind of sexy sports that women really like.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Here's another one for you. This comes from 860. It was emailed in. Who was your guys' most memorable, not favorite guest? Mine was Sasso, the D'Elia's, Theo. In fact, that's how I got introduced to all the comics. Killing it today was through y'all's pod.
From you don't say.
That's what we do.
From seeing Chrissy D for the first time, Theo, Andrew Santino, Bobby, all those funniest moments, Tim Dillon, and the list goes on. Thank you guys for everything.
I like that guy.
Yeah, I like that guy too because I'm going to give Brendan a lot of that credit, but I'll give both of us a lot of that credit because we had that podcast and we were in the comedy game, and I've been in the comedy game a long time, and we just brought our friends on, and we brought the people that were funny on, and we were the place to be. We were the place to be. One of the things that's funny is as you start to lose some relevance because of a lot of the shit that went on, that kind of dries up. Everybody's doing their own thing. So again, everybody, you're all forgiven. It's all.
I take no credit for that. Like I think like Firing the Kids, especially when we started, it was like the old school TV. There's 4 stations. We're on the big stations, so those guys were coming on. They would have found it no matter. They would have been successful with or without us.
100%. Yeah.
It's just we were the biggest show at the time, so they came on there and we happened to be friends.
Yeah, and it
was just right timing.
Yeah,
they're great. They would have made it no matter what. I take no credit.
We're also a popular big show.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And spent a long time.
They would have made it no matter what.
Spent a long time.
But that's what made the show so great. Yeah. It was the best.
I know a lot of people have brought this up, but I kind of want to ask your guys' situation on it. Like, what's going on with you and Bobby Lee? Have you guys squashed everything?
Yeah,
so real quick, Brian's closer with, he's always been closer with Bobby than I was. Like, me and Bobby didn't talk like weekly or even monthly. If I saw him at the store, we're always cool.
Yeah.
But it's not like if I tell you, which is the truth, I don't talk to Bobby. I didn't talk to him before any of this. So there's no falling out. We were never that close. Yeah.
So I had apologized to Bobby. I think I apologized to him 1,000 times. And, I think we spoke a little bit and I said, I love you and I'm eternally sorry. And he said, we're good. And, so I love him and I take full responsibility. I was going through something. I was working on I was not working on good information, and I was wrong. I was wrong through and through. That guy didn't deserve it. You know, he's Bobby. I've known a long time.
That whole thing was a terrible mistake.
He's a fucking national treasure. He just is
hilarious.
And he's also one of the funniest motherfuckers on the planet. He's just a fucking.
He also has the most viral podcast clip with us of all time.
Yeah. I mean, he's amazing.
Him getting molested is the funniest story ever.
I miss Bobby, and I don't have a lot of regrets. I've done everything. I've done a pretty good job. I made good choices in my life. I've treated everybody very well. I think that's my biggest regret. I was defending my friend Brendan. I wasn't working on all the information, and I don't know. I could get into what it was. I was going through some really crazy shit, and I just lost my fucking mind.
It was a weird time,
and I lost it on the last person that deserved it.
And I'll take it.
I've apologized to him unreservedly.
Yeah,
you know.
And I hope you guys are friends. Like I said, me and Bobby were never that close. So it's like,
but sometimes you fuck up.
Me and him not having a relationship is whatever.
Yeah.
But I hope you and him are friends.
Yeah,
you
but
guys know each other for a long time.
Sometimes you fuck up so badly, which I did, that I don't deserve it. Maybe I have to live with that.
Yeah, and I'll take accountability too. Like Brian said, we're going through a lot. It's like that whole time was so weird. Like now I'm in a much better place, much healthier. I don't have the wrong people around me. Like when that was going on, like if that same opportunity came to me now, someone pitched, I'd be like, are you out of your fucking no? It was so weird. So and then also like I never thought it'd become what it did. Like in my head, the way I work, it's like my thing with Bobby was like, hey, I don't want this to go public. I heard some of this stuff, and then it just became this monster, you know? So it's like,
and part of it's because people love Bobby. Mm-hmm. And
of
they
course,
should love Bobby.
Of course.
And also, I've said to him privately, I've said this publicly, but I've said it to him many times. I said, I was out of line. You know what I did?
I told you that when we got off, I'm like, holy fuck.
I fucked up. And I've never fucked up. To be honest,
like Brian, and then straight, don't get mad at this. Brian has horrible anger issues.
Yeah.
The worst out of anybody I get
a little crazy.
Yeah, when you get mad.
When I think my friends are getting, I was mad about some stuff that was going on.
No, I get it. When you get mad, you get mad. So, but that was a time period. It's like the same thing I'm sure get brought up. Like, even with this lawsuit thing, right? With this YouTuber, that's all around the same time. And at that time, again, I take full accountability because remember, I have a whole team, right? You have business managers, you have this entertainment manager, you got lawyer, you got this. I have a whole bunch of people working for me at the time. I've never been the guy to give people like, you can control this. Never. It's not my thing. That's why I'm at where I'm at. But somewhere along the line, I lost my way. I started delegating certain things to people. And you notice, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, my social media was awful because it's not me. Those days are gone. So when that was going on, so the lawsuit thing, I'm sure it's a question, the lawsuit thing. A guy who's no longer with me, a business guy, comes to me and goes, hey, man, there's this guy on YouTube. Again, I hand to God, I've never seen any of it. I don't see any of it. I know there's some bad stuff out there.
That's an important point to pause on because we didn't do enough fucking looking into what was really going on. And then we pointed our guns.
Well, no, so this is the Bobby thing. Let me talk. So the lawsuit thing wasn't even like, so with that, so this guy who works for me, right, doing this stuff, business manager, he goes, hey man, I got a call from this lawyer. I've known him a long time. That there's this guy on YouTube. He's making thousands of videos, bad mouthing you and using your content, blah, blah. And I go,
he said, I don't care.
I go, I don't care, dude. There's a million of them. What are you going to do? He goes, that's bad, man. He said, you hit your kids. And I was like, okay. I don't give a shit, dude. None of it's true. That goes away. Next week comes back, same thing. Dude, I'm telling you, I really think we should do something. And they know how to pull at my heartstring. He goes, he has a rap sheet where, he beat his son. It's on video on there. I'm like, whoa. All right, do what you got to do.
That's right.
And I was told,
child abuse.
I was told, this is easy to take 3 months. It's still going on. That was
really
3 years ago. It's still going on. But here's what people don't realize is, so they told me 3 months, and I don't know if they were in cahoots together, just getting money out of me or whatever. I couldn't, if the guy walked in there right now as a guest, I couldn't point him out. I don't know who it is. I wasn't dealing with it. I'm like, yeah, do your thing. Again, that's me now, 10 years ago, I would never, you're never going to beat the internet. It's just, internet's going to internet. There's nothing you can do.
Internet's going to internet.
And at the time, like the initial cost, good amount of money, but again, at the time, whatever, your boy's balling. So at the time, I'm like, yeah, do what you got to do. Well, thank God, and people don't realize this, and even if he's doing, dragging it out, it's pro bono. I don't pay anymore. So if whatever issue they have with it, I couldn't tell you what's going on with it. I couldn't tell you when it's going to end. I know nothing about. I don't associate with them anymore. I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you. But my point is, all of that. You're talking. I have the wrong people around me. Again, I take accountability because that's all. I have to give these people jobs. I have the wrong people around me that I hired. Horrible people, right? I have this business guy that had no business managing any of my shit.
Bad information.
Bad information, and I'm at a time where I'm not steering the ship, and it's not good. Now you can notice. Fast forward now. Had to take time off from stand up. I'm doing too much. I got cut back on the shows. I was going down a bad road, man. I control it. My social media. Your boy's back. I've been back about a year now. I run everything. Everything you see is me. Everything you see now is my decision. Notice how much better it is, how much more positive I am. I'm a positive person. That time when Brian's going through that and we're going through all this mayhem, that was probably the darkest hours of our careers, of our life.
Well, yeah, you spend your whole time building everything, and then I made it worse by far by pointing my gun at somebody I care about that didn't deserve it.
But to your defense, that could have been Bobby. That could have been Rogan. That could have been Bert Kreischer. It was just at that moment.
On that day, I was going.
And it just so happened you took your anger on Bobby.
Well, I was going through something else. And it
surprised me.
But also, I don't like talking about it because that makes an excuse.
No, it's not an excuse
for me. So there's no excuse.
No, there's no excuse.
No matter what I was going through, what I did was 100% wrong.
And boy, was it a fuck up.
I said it from day one. I said it from the day after. I was like, if you're looking to point a finger, I'm the one who did it. I was wrong. I would never speak that way again, and I'm eternally sorry.
Again, but to me, when I'm at on it, shit happens. We apologize. Not going to dwell on it. Hopefully, Brian and Bobby are friends.
I hope so.
Me and Bobby never really had a relationship. Like, I'm good. Bobby's good. He's crushing it. You know, hopefully you guys are friends, but I'm good.
Yeah, but what made me feel happy
if Bobby ever wanted to come on here, fuck yeah, we'd have him on.
Yeah, of course.
To all honesty, I don't think he ever would. Well, I just don't think so.
We spoke. What I appreciated was that it's like, at least we established that we're good, you know, and I think he accepts my apology and it's all good. So
yeah.
But
either way, they're fine. We're fine. They're killing it. Like bad friends are killing it. I love Santino to death.
Yeah.
I was way closer with Santino. Me and him don't talk anymore. That bums me out. I was really close to Santino. Love Santino. Love him to death. Yeah. I was close to Santino. But again, I get it. This whole drama thing, that's your partner. That's like Brian. You got Brian, man. Your enemy of Brian's enemy of mine. So Santino, I get it. Respect. Sucks. We're not friends. Makes me sad. All good. Grown man.
Yeah, but anyway.
What else you got?
Well, here's a light one.
I don't think we've ever talked really about this stuff. That's why it's important on this episode.
Yeah. And just so all the fans know, the guys literally said, send us whatever.
Fire away. We had nothing to hide.
They did not tell us to send us anything.
You guys have been with us. You should know what's really going on. We'll always tell you what's going on.
She knows for the most part.
There were some questions I didn't want to put on here, but...
Like, do I wash my ass in the sink? You were like, I'm not...
I didn't want to bring that one
That's a hardcore listener.
Yeah, that's a true fan because they know he does that.
You got to keep your whistle.
And have I peed in the sink? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Makes me feel like a Hell's Angel.
Yep.
Can't stop, won't stop.
That's it. It's your sink.
Well, I'll tell you where the real fuck up with that whole Bobby stuff, the Reddit stuff. We didn't go through Chin. Chin will always tell us, bud, no.
Thank you for saying that.
Or Chin will go. Chin will go. Let me look into it.
Yeah, Chin's.
And you and I, again, at that time, I would always run things by Chin through Casey, through Lex, always, or my brother. You and I just went at the time. We were just some fucking wild boys.
What's this we see?
Shoot from the hip. We're morons. What else you got?
This comes from Instagram, D Graham Sem. Can you share a time when you each were secretly proud of each other?
I'm proud of him all the time. I mean,
come on, guys.
No, I'm trying to think. That caught me off guard.
I told Brendan the other day, your strength is your heart. Your strength is that, like, Brendan will lash out if his feelings are hurt, and he'll fucking go into fight mode. And I'm like, that your biggest strength is the fact that you care about people deeply, and that you have a huge heart. And so whenever
it's also my biggest liability.
That's it. But be the prince. Let your heart get broken and keep being what you are. Take care of people like you do. And that's
that heart started to get real dark.
Real dark.
But you told me, like, dude, don't let it change. Like, I'm telling you, lose that, dude. And it didn't.
I'm actually secretly proud that he stopped drinking and he just stopped everything cold turkey. He was going through some addiction shit. And that's really, this motherfucker just went, oh, okay, I'm done with that.
I was just living a weird life, man. On the road, like not making decisions like a married man and a father of 3 should do. Like I was going down a road that I was like, who is it? Like
impulsive.
Literally, I was like, who is this guy? What the fuck are you doing, man?
Yeah.
And
me too.
That's why you don't see me on the road. Yeah. That's why, I'm around my kids. Like that. I was going down a road that it's not what I do. It's not why I signed up for this. Yeah. And the other thing is, guys who can manage that stuff, God bless you. You're figuring out better than I am. I can't do the road. I can't give you the good quality podcast. I can't do the car stuff I want to do and be a dad and be a coach and be a good husband. I can't do it. Yeah. So something has to give. If that means making less money and not doing the road, sign me up.
Okay, here's one from online from Jack. Can you guys recall the maddest you've ever gotten at each other on the podcast? And will you share why?
Oh, hold up. I'll answer that one, but I didn't answer about being proud of Bryan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oops.
With Bryan, the way he dealt with this stuff, but I'll get emotional here. It drives me, if we're being honest, leave this, Chin. Don't edit this out. I'm speaking from my fucking heart. I know you're not going to like this. I'm going to look right. It drives me fucking nuts. Nuts that Bryan's at where he's at. I will challenge anyone, any comic, to go on stage after Callen. I challenge any of those comics. I don't give a fuck if it's the Comedy Store, Zanies, wherever they're at. And you're telling me Bryan's not better than 99% of those fucking comics. It drives me nuts that he's not up there with those guys. He's better than fucking 99% of them. And you want to outcast him over some bullshit? That's what I don't fuck with. That's what upsets me. So what makes me proud and not mad, I'm trying to get mad, what makes me proud is he's not going to lash out about it. Bryan's cool. Bryan goes to work. Bryan's doing the road. Bryan's trying to sell tickets. But I'll tell you right now, I don't forget. That shit's not cool with me. That's why you don't see me at those fucking places. Sorry, dude.
Come on. Thank you.
What else you done?
I don't think she could read right now.
1,000th episode.
Yeah. So to follow that one, the question was, can you ever remember a time where you guys actually got mad at each other and why?
We've not mad at each other.
Yeah.
Bryan has horrible anger issues. And he forgets I'm 6'4", 240 pounds, black belt, top 10 in the UFC.
I've gotten in his face.
He called me one time and was yelling at me, and I was like, at first, it's Bryan, so I was taking it, right? I was having a bad day. I was taking it. And then finally, I was like, who the fuck are you talking to?
Hey, don't yell at me.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And then you were like, all right, cool, man. And then we hung up.
Because then I realized you were like, I didn't even know this was going on.
I had no clue.
And of course you did.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah. But
there's been times like that, but on the pod, never.
We yelled at each other one time. You said, you haven't been in any street fights. I go, yes, I have. It was so ridiculous.
But people think like when me and Bryan argue, like I get DMs, people like, hey man, probably shows you guys fun relationship. Like when you and Bryan always disagree, it's not fun. I'm like, no. You don't disagree with your best friend? Also, you think us yelling, you think that continues when we shut the cameras off? No. Never. We both forget this fast.
Yeah.
Never.
Exactly.
And he also knows how to push my buttons. I know how to push his buttons.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of times called podcasting. So even though I'll agree with Bryan,
that's right.
I will disagree completely just because maybe we're tired that day, but I know it's going to spark fucking something.
Oh, we can do
and that's why I do it.
Oh, we'll get going.
And that's why we've been doing this over 12 fucking years now.
Yep.
Because I'll agree with him, but inside I'm like, we got to get this going.
Sometimes there's a subject, I know where he stands.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just going to go over here. Because I think it's important to voice my point of view. Now,
sometimes I'll show up just difficult.
Yep. Or I can just change my point of view, but sometimes don't feel like it. Sometimes I want to poke the old bear.
I like to argue.
Yeah. That's how we do it.
But never to the point.
By the way, we'll get into arguments on text. We'll just start, over the Cannoneer stuff. That shit started. That's argument started on the fucking
Rogan Eddie saw it too.
Eddie thing. We were doing it, so it's great, fucking great.
Here's an Instagram question from one of your most loyal fans, Jennifer. She wants to know, this is for Brendan, because, quote, Bryan has shit taste in cars. What was the first car you got, Brendan, and what's your ultimate dream car?
You had the M series. I remember that first time I met you.
Well, that was not the first car I bought when I had money in the UFC, and money in the UFC is all relative. But first car I had was the F-150, at a Flearside red F-150 Ford. Dream car? God, there's a bunch. That's the problem. I love that new GTD Mustang did. There's only like 300 of them, so it's impossible to get. But I just like that it's American. There's so many cars I like. But also non-American, I love the Nissan GTR. I'd love to get a GTR. My brother wants one. My dream's to buy me and him one. Really him one. So, yeah, there's too many to list.
Okay.
I want the new ZR1 Corvette that's coming out.
Okay. The bigger the engine.
V8s. They're like dinosaurs. They're dying.
8s.
And Corvette's releasing a ZR1. It's supercharged and it's so fucking dope. I want that.
Here's kind of a odd one. Brendan, what's worse, losing a foot race to Chappelle or rolling your truck? And Bryan,
pulling
what's
both
worse
his hamstrings
for you?
is what is worse than that.
And Bryan,
Oof, that was bad.
What's worse, getting your lids done and it not doing shit, or having to step down from the pod for a while?
Well, definitely having to step down for the pod for a year.
That was rough.
That was
tough.
It wasn't my lids. My lids were no problem.
That was tough.
Yeah, and people say, why you had to take? I go, because we couldn't do the podcast.
No, our options were, I called Bryan. I talked to at the time.
We probably shouldn't go into that.
I'm scared. I talked to them and they're like, hey, the sponsors won't do this unless Bryan takes a leave of absence. I was like, okay, cool, but I'm not doing without Bryan. Then like, well, then there's no show. So I called Bryan, like, here's our options. We stop doing it till it's safe. Who knows? Could be a year, could be never. Yeah. Or I just hold down the fort and I'll find people to fill in and we'll still be able to pay you and we'll keep things rolling. We're going to take a hit, but at least the show continues.
Yep.
And that's how that went.
Yeah,
that was tough. That was fucking tough.
Very tough.
Because there's no, like other shows, you can fill in somebody else. Like Finding the Kid, you can't, like if I were to die or Bryan to die, this is over.
Yeah.
Other shows, you can fill somebody else in. This you can't.
It's like a stray bullet.
You can't.
Get hit.
And what about you?
What was the question?
Flipping your truck or losing a foot race to Chappelle?
God, both awful. So blowing out both your hammies. And I love Chappelle.
Pretty quick though.
I recovered. I did the fucking Tough Mudder like a week later, but I was so fucked up. I was on so much shit then. The truck.
Okay.
The truck was awful because I wasn't gonna die racing Chappelle. The truck, I thought I was gonna die, and it was, that was tough.
That was scary.
The truck was tough.
Okay. This is from Trevor Torres. The question he has is, what are some short-term 5-year goals you guys have for the show and what's in store for the future? I absolutely love you guys. So much appreciation to Chin for doing a great job with producing. Yes. Sanaz, you're amazing. That's sweet. Such a bright, smart, whatever. And love you guys so much. You don't know how much you do for me.
That's awesome.
As far as goals, we never said, you are bad at, we don't set any goals.
Keep going.
My thing, obviously keep going, but I think too, it's like, again, part of the reason I'm off the road, you're not seeing as many fight companions. You don't see Food Truck anymore. You don't see a lot of the fight stuff I was doing because I was spread too thin. So when you do so many shows, I can't focus on Firing the Kid, the Golden Hour, and then this new truck giveaway stuff I'm doing. Like I can't. So Firing the Kid was suffering because, Bryan's busy too. So a lot of the creative or the guests would be based off me. Notice there hasn't been a lot of that, especially the last 3 years. I spread myself too thin. I can't do it. But notice since I stopped doing all that stuff, how much better are the shows? Oh, yeah. How much better is the Schaub show? Yeah. How much better is this? So it's going to continue to get it better.
There's a limit to what you can do.
Because we kind of not neglected it, but you take it for granted. Like, Firing the Kid's fine, man. I can do all this other stuff. Nah, bitch. No, you can't do all that stuff.
No. Exactly.
You got to keep watering it, otherwise it's going to die, no matter how big it is.
Correct.
This comes from Randall Fortney. He says, congrats on the 1,000. Hey, Brendan, can you buy me a car?
Yeah. Get into this contest.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. I'm doing the giveaway of this F-150, 2024 F-150 Roush pre-runner. Car probably once it's all said and done, probably worth around $200,000, and I'm raffling it off. So the raffle will go live probably mid-July, be ready to go, but you'll see posts about it coming up. It's the dopest. I hope whoever wins appreciates it. Roush supercharger, intake, full. I mean, people think Raptor R's are dope. This thing shits all over Raptor R. This thing is wild. You'll see it today. I'm taking it tomorrow to get the side exhaust put on. Then we have the wheels from Race Line going on. So we shoot it Friday, so it'll be done on Friday. But this thing's such a beast. But you win. The website will be up by next Friday. So you'll be able to see. You go to drivefastallgas.com.
I got one for Brian.
Yeah.
Brian, this comes from Instagram, Centurus. Why did Brian leave Conspiracy Social Club?
I didn't have time. I just
spread too thin. Again, Brian was doing that. Brian's doing Brian Callen show. You got 2 families. You have firing the kids. So it was like he was missing shit. It was like,
I got too much to do.
We both had to cut. We both had that talk.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, like you're too thin. We're getting too busy to schedule all this shit. Something has to give. Otherwise, we're going to lose the show.
Yeah.
This question comes to us from Instagram. Joshua Gavin, what happened to your guys' relationship with Theo?
I don't think anything ever happened to our relationship with Theo. I think Theo got very famous and very busy and very big.
Yeah, I'm close with Theo. I mean, me and Theo still talk quite a bit, especially like kids' birthdays he remembers. He showed up to Tiger's birthday. He lives in a different state. I think he's moving to Austin. Like Theo's always on the go.
Yeah.
But me and Theo still talk. Theo's one of my close friends. Yeah.
So that's something the internet probably just went out of their way to make a bigger deal out of.
Well, I mean, Theo's just doing his thing, and so he's not on the show, and he's
got his
own show, and there's no reason he would do our show.
No, Theo's massive. Like Theo more than anyone. Like name anybody. Like he's as far as like the people we list that's been on the show, nobody's bigger than Theo. And also, I told him this yesterday when I talked to him. Like, yeah, I could have told you that. Like Theo's the most talented person I know. He's the funniest single
when you
human
decided
being
to do that
I've
podcast
ever
with
met.
him, we were watching him on stage, and you said you said he's about to blow up.
Yeah, and I came up with the idea of King of the Sting. Yeah,
you were like, "Is that okay?" I go, "Yeah, it's okay."
Yeah, no, Theo's the most talented guy I know. Yeah,
right.
But I think but again, online that's when I think a lot of the stuff I've been through. That's when you realize online's not real. Mm-hmm. Like. The narrative, Theo left and Brendan and Theo. No, there's none of that. He moved to Nashville, talked to him all the time. I love Theo. He's straight up too big and famous. Good for him, man.
Okay, here's Instagram question from Kel by Bryant24. Is there any chance Fighter and the Kid 3D makes a triumphant return? Quote, snail in the apple, quote.
Oh, he's talking about where his fist is. Snail, apple. Remember that? How hard I was laughing? So Fire and the Kid 3D, Pete Valencia. That's his name, Pete Valencia. Yeah. He was our boss at Fox Sports. He's the one who gave us the green light to do that and gave us the budget to do it. Mm-hmm. He left Fox, and Fox, a lot of the content got bought somehow by like Disney. So I was talking about like a year ago, getting Fire and the Kid 3D back. I think it's the best thing we've ever done. And he was like, I'm going to help you get it back. He called me out of the blue. We meet for breakfast. We do all this stuff. He's like, I'm working on it. I think I'm going to get it back. And then he called me about a month later, and he's like, Bud, I've hit a roadblock. I'm like, what's the roadblock? He's like, his name's Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, Disney owns it.
And they're not giving it to us.
Disney
My thing is, what are you going to do with it?
Oh, they're going to turn it into a musical.
They're going to replace us with 2 AI.
They're doing the Pixar Fighter and Kid
Native
3D.
Americans, yeah. I don't know. It's a bummer. It's my favorite. I wish we could get him put it out. I wish. I don't see how it's possible. I also don't see why they want to hold it hostage.
Yeah.
Come on.
You guys should do another one. Like,
it'd be tough to recreate. It'd be tough.
No,
it's a different time.
A different thing. A skit. You guys do a skit show. Another skit thing. You guys
finding time.
And the budget, like you got to remember, we were with Fox Sports. Like that thing, that budget was.
It was pretty nice, dude.
That budget,
production was pretty badass.
Yeah.
That budget was different.
Yeah, it's so fun though.
I wish we could get our hands on that though. I wish someone at Disney would see this, like, yeah, we're not going to do anything. Those guys suck, and give it to us.
Okay, here's an Instagram question from Hans Skoogsgar. If you guys could pick any regular person job, what would it be? I'm talking like a plumber, lawyer, doctor. You get it.
Mechanic.
That was quick.
Teacher.
What kind of teacher?
Martial arts.
Okay.
No,
history.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you get fired, right?
Yeah. I mean, something like that though, like teacher. But I wouldn't be good at showing up teaching with kids. I think I would.
You'd be like Walter White.
Yeah. I'd
start cooking meth.
Start cooking meth. What's another job?
I'd be a mechanic.
Sales
for sure.
Sales, advertising.
Okay. All right. Here's one from our good friend, Adam Mentality World. If one of you passed away, who would you pick for the other's replacement?
Mark Wahlberg.
You would want Mark Wahlberg if
Tom
Brian
Cruise.
died.
Tom Cruise.
I don't know.
Chael Sonnen, probably.
I'd be good.
Guy. But
if Bryan passed away, I would get out of the comedy space. If once Bryan passes away, I'll get out. Once Bryan passes away, when he leaves, and he has 3 years, right? Because
when I pass on,
when he passes on in 18 months, I would probably stop. Like, you're not going to do this. It wouldn't be the Fighting Kid. I don't know. I'd do a show with Luke Thompson. I'd love to have someone to verbally spar with over MMA. That's the one thing I miss. In LA, there's nobody to do that with. Nobody to do that with. There's no real men left, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. This question comes to us from They Love Lucas. Have you two ever thought about ending the show?
Never. Not once.
Not once.
Never.
Never?
No.
Never.
It's never even
It's
come
been
up.
the one constant.
It's never come up.
No, there's never been a time. Never.
Okay.
The only thing, it was an option when I was like, we got to stop. When Bryan had to leave, I was like, we can stop doing it, which then we're fucked. Like, we're dead in the water.
Yeah.
So I was like, clearly that's an option, but we have to put it out there.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, remember, you guys said to give you all the questions. My question is, Bryan loves either talking about muscular black athletes or tip of the spear seal guys. If he could be one of those two, which would you be?
Oh,
great question.
I mean, to be a beautiful black man.
I could have called that.
I mean, who wants to be a Navy SEAL? You got to be cold all the
dude,
time.
what about a black Navy SEAL?
I mean, that's really hot. That's super
muscular
hot.
black Navy SEAL?
Oh, my God. But, just
two birds, one cock?
Yeah, but just to be 6'4" and be black and beautiful.
And dunking balls?
Just dunking.
In other dudes' mouths?
Just having
you're
sex
in.
with them. Yeah, just gifting people my essence.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. And wearing cool shit, like hats and
having some
short
swag.
Shorts and swag.
Can use the N-word whenever you want.
Oh, my God. And wearing gold Rolexes.
Oh, and it looks so good on your skin.
And yes, I mean, all that shit.
And you got dreads.
Wearing my shirts open.
Cornrows.
Just cornrows, I swear to God, is something I'll never be happy. I'll always be 20 to 25% sad because I can't grow cornrows and dunk a basketball.
And the 75% of that is you're sad that you're not black, right?
Yeah, but I'd love to be a white guy with cornrows.
Oh, you could do
who
that.
Can dunk like a motherfucker.
That we can't.
I'd like to be a white guy. I would also like Samoan skin. I want to be half black, half Samoan. Yeah. Or
Like a
just
Bruno Mars?
Spanish. I want to be half Spanish,
you're all over the map.
half black.
You're saying every race.
Brazilian.
You're saying every ethnicity but white.
Yeah. Oh, no, white's boring. I'd like to be Brazilian. I want Brazilian skin.
Yeah.
I want
like Vitor Belfort.
Yes. I want length of bone. I tell you whose body I'd like to have is Pereira's body. I didn't know he had that ass. I didn't know
he's built like a praying mantis.
He's built like a praying mantis
with a BBL.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that would be good, just to be that hard.
That's an easy question, bud. That was easy. That was an easy one.
Yeah. I mean, a Navy SEAL, I'd like to be the guy who says this. I'd like to have gone through the Navy SEALs. And when people say, what'd you do? I go, Ms. Military. What'd you do?
Can't talk about it.
I was in.
Hey, another time.
Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah. I rode around and watched this. Ask me, this is how I'd answer if I was a Navy SEAL. Ask me what I did.
What'd you do out there, man?
A little bit of everything. Rode around on boats, shot guys, stuff like that. Yeah.
I don't like that. A Navy SEAL wouldn't talk like that.
Rode around on boats and just rode around on boats and
usually when you ask him, what'd you do?
Things
usually when you go, what'd you do out there, man? They go, this ain't the place to talk. I don't feel like talking about it. Like, we're in a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the place, man. Another time.
No, watch it. This is
dark stuff.
Watch this. Ask me again.
What'd you do out there?
A lot of fighting. A lot of fighting.
But
I'm just a monkey with a gun. It was my guys next to me. They were the ones.
No, that's how SEALs talk, man. That's so bitch. What else you got?
Brendan, here's a question for you, coming from Aaron G. Brendan, I saw you do stand-up live in Arizona, and I had such a blast. I know you mentioned you wouldn't be doing much touring, but that you would still do spots around LA. Do you still have plans to do spots around LA? I haven't seen anything, and I'd love to see you again.
I know. No, I haven't. I don't. Eventually, I'd like to get back to it. Right now, I just don't. I don't know what to do. Do I miss it? Fuck yeah. Yeah, I miss a lot of. But I think too, for me, it was a lot about like my friends and the tribe, and like I felt so lonely on the road. Even though my brother was with me, it's not like my guys with me out there. So I don't know. Like as much as I do miss it,
your kids
I
take
definitely
up a lot
don't
of that void,
like. I'd rather miss that than miss my son's baseball games. So right now, nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, your kids really do take up a lot of that.
Yeah, it's priority right now. It's important.
Okay. Bryan, you sort of touched on this one earlier. This question comes from Matt OG Tattooer. If you had to choose a tattoo for each other to mark the 1000th episode, what would you choose? And would you be willing to let someone do it blindfolded?
No.
Oh wow, no, absolutely not.
One, I'm not a drunk girl in her 20s in Tijuana.
Yeah.
But 1000 would be pretty good.
Now there were questions here saying you kind of owe the listeners a tattoo. You made a promise a while
Way
back.
back when we reached 100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
No, when we reached over 10 million downloads in a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just didn't know what to get.
No, he was never gonna do it, y'all.
But what am I going to get?
Literally,
A 1,000.
I
anything.
mean, Chin's gotten all sleeved up since then.
Pick some history bullshit you want to get and put it on your face or your
Yeah.
chest.
Yeah, I'm not that creative at that stuff, though.
Yeah.
I have to
It's just
really
never
think
gonna
about it.
happen.
Bad at branding. I just started yawning about tattoos.
What else you got, Sinas?
Okay. This is from Dylan H. He says, hey guys, my name's Dylan, big fan from Australia. Just wanted to ask you guys some advice. I'm 26, just had a daughter, and it feels really odd to me at times. I don't really feel like a dad, if that makes sense. Now, I didn't grow up with a dad, so I just want some advice on what to do and also how to be a good dad while working 6 to 7 days a week and trying to find time to train and enjoy my life.
Just don't leave. Just don't leave. That's the first thing I
Well,
said.
clearly don't give up on her if you're just a bad person. But also, he said just had the girl, right? Like just had the baby?
Just had the baby.
Here's the thing, and people don't want to talk about this, like, and I didn't know either, like, you think right when that baby comes out, like, oh my God, there's an instant connection. Maybe with the mom, with the dad, it's going to take some time, dude.
Take some time.
And also I told my wife, like, maybe it's old school, I might take heat for this, but like when they're infants, that's her, man. Like she was born to do it, and she's such a beast at it. And I told her, I said, when he gets old enough for sports, I clock in. When he gets old, like just whatever, 4, 5, 6, when he's old enough with sports and school.
Well, you clocked in way before with Tiger.
I clocked way before that, but really all hands on deck when he starts learning discipline in sports. Well, now it's dad time. So that's when I clocked in, like fully clocked in. But like the first like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, yeah, dude, it's all good if you're like, dude, this is weird. Maybe I'm not built for this. You are, and you'll adapt.
So just so you know,
most guys feel that way.
I got a 2-month-old at home. I don't even really, my 2.5-year-old, that's what takes all my attention. I'm on that kid like white on rice. The 2-month-old, my wife laughs because I'm like, whatever, yeah. I'll talk to you when you're smiling and you're moving around. Right now he's just, and she's just all about him. That's that oxytocin
That's how it goes.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But don't think you're weird or different if you're not like some super dad the first fucking week.
It'll happen.
You got to learn. Just like anything, you got to learn. And there's nothing anybody can tell you you just got to learn, like you doing it.
When she gets so excited when you're home, when you come home and she's really excited, that's when you're going to be like, oh my God.
Yeah, you figure out, dude. Don't freak out.
Yeah.
Okay. This is from Instagram, Kata11. What is the biggest breakout star you guys have had from this platform?
Theo.
I mean, Schulz pretty good too.
Schulz for sure, but he wasn't on as much as Theo. He was also like really seasoned when he came on. Right. He came on like late 2018. Like he was big in New York, not big, but he was still well known in New York. Was doing podcasts. He was doing Brilliant Idiots with Charlemagne. Like Theo, like when he first came out at Fox Studios, I have a DM from him. I send to him. Like he got off the show and was like, "Hey man, so great meeting you. Can you blast out my Audible special, like whatever, 1,000 hamster bag or where the hell it was?" And he's like, "I can't sell any tickets." Like that's when I met Theo.
Yeah.
To what Theo is now, dude. Again, he would have made it with or I'm not saying he made it because of me.
Theo's undeniable. He's just so funny. He's just
funniest person
different funny too. Like he's just original. Like podcasting, the shit he says off the cuff. Like I mean, damn, like it's unbelievable. He was undeniable. He was always going to be undeniable. He worked really hard. You know, he's just
so you're not going to find another Theo. Like a lot of comics we've had on, I can find similar traits in a lot of other comics. Yeah. There's only one Theo to ever exist.
That's for sure.
He's so fucking unique.
He's an original.
And his joke, even if someone tried to steal it, they couldn't do it.
No.
He's so original.
Man, I've known Theo for 20 years, I think. Literally, that long.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing the brew house, the brew company, whatever the fuck it's called, down in Westwood back in, I mean, dude, this is when I was Honestly, I was 38 or something. This is 20 years ago.
I love
Probably
that.
younger than that. God damn.
Here's a question coming from Doing Stuff and Seeing Things on Instagram. Would you guys ever have your kiddos on an episode? I think that'd be really cute.
Yeah, but I don't think fans want to see it. Really.
Well, she
You don't want 2
This one
hours of an
does.
8-year-old. Like Tiger, no.
My 12-year-old's pretty funny. He'd be good for a while, but
I wouldn't even want to do a podcast with you.
yeah, I don't think you want to bring kids.
No,
on.
it's weird. Yeah.
I try to keep my kids out of the limelight too.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Here's one coming from Dalton R. How do you guys balance the pursuit of financial freedom while maintaining your health and family time? I myself am a Ventura County deputy. My wife is a nurse. We have 2 kids. And even with the salary we get in, it's just hard.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it's hard. Hard to save money. Hard to.
Super beast.
You live in California too. I mean, it's fucking hard, man.
It's hard.
It never gets easy. And
So how do you balance it?
I guess I'm constantly hustling and stressing.
Yeah, the hustle doesn't stop, and you hopefully one of your side projects takes off where it gives you some freedom where you can back off a little bit,
Yeah.
But as far as the hustle, like, yeah.
I've always had a lot of.
I don't know anybody, maybe Rogan, but outside that, I don't know anybody like in entertainment who can just stop.
No.
Or who could just stop and like, no, I'll just live off my investments. Get the fuck out of here. Like when you guys see us here every Monday, Wednesday, like this is how I pay my kids' bills and food.
Yeah.
This is it.
Well, people also forget you guys don't just have one job. You both have multiple businesses.
I got a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I have
Like
a lot of businesses.
you're constantly moving. It's not just one thing.
No.
It's
You know?
definitely not. I don't stop.
It's a hustle.
Yeah.
It's a hustle. I love it. And there's definitely tougher ways to make money, but it's a
It's
hustle.
pretty tough. I mean, making
tough.
money in this business and
It's tough.
being an actor
Could be worse though. You know what I'm saying? Could be way worse.
Part of the reason I started podcasting and stand-up was because I couldn't make a living as an actor. And then I started making a living as an actor, and I realized that's transient too,
But I also think in the field that we're in, like entertainment, like when you look at MMA, like look at some of your favorite shows. Like it just didn't affect me, but like the bubble burst in certain categories. Comedy, like there's so much now. MMA, there's so much now, and the fan base is
TikTok
fickle
too.
and they're young. You know, so
TikTok,
it's like
this thing.
yeah, I'm not even talking about that, but like I'm podcasting YouTube, so it's like I'll venture out to other things, and people are like, "Oh, you're into cars now?" I'm like, "I've always been into cars."
Yeah.
Just now, it's another avenue that I can do something. Like now, I have more time, I can do that. So it's like you constantly got to adapt. Like, all right, MMA's doing. I'll never leave MMA. Like I always have perspectives on that. But like, all right, if that's dying off a little, then I can do this. I have like all these interests.
The last 2 are questions that I just got from so many people that we're going to generalize them. The first one is, why has Joe never been on the show?
Good question.
He's been on. He called in when we were at Fox.
He's never been on the show.
He called in.
Yeah.
As far as in person,
Actually,
never.
the podcast where he told you to stop fighting was actually our podcast.
That's a Fire in the Kid, but it was at Joe Rogan's studio, so I wouldn't say he's on the show. And I think too, like we outside Theo, we did a pretty good job booking the people that made the show through all the years. But again, we didn't think about Rogan because he's never been on the show.
Yeah.
But it's different because also Rogan, a lot of way we got views is we're on Rogan so many times, so it like cross-pollinated.
We're about to be on him again.
Yeah, next Saturday we're back on. So like
Yeah,
we didn't even ask Rogan.
No.
Never.
No.
Like I don't ask Rogan to be on Companions. Like
Yeah.
he's so busy. He's always been the most famous guy in the room. So I just don't feel comfortable asking him for anything. We've never asked him to be on the show.
Everybody asks Joe.
Yeah.
We're his friends.
It makes me feel
so I don't
weird.
want to be the one to ask him
Never.
for anything.
Never.
Like, he gets asked for everything. Even when I called him and I want to bring my nephew to the fight, to the Conor McGregor, Chandler fight. And I only asked him for tickets because my nephew is dying to go to the UFC. But other than that, I don't even ask him for that.
See, well, you did ask him for that.
No,
right?
I asked him that. But
Yeah,
I'm
see,
saying,
I wouldn't even ask him for that. I would rather pay and not ask him.
Yes.
I would have paid and he'd be like, you're here. I'm like, yeah, should ask him. Like, that's just not, I don't feel comfortable doing it. Like, and when I say, like, when we hang out with him in Austin, you realize, even though they're not like bad people, but even people around, close people around him, ask him,
Remember that?
they have to ask him for
called
something,
him. I called
or
him the
they
next
need
day.
something from him.
Yeah.
And it made me feel sick. And I called him to him, like, do I feel bad for you, dude?
Yeah.
He's like, don't feel bad for me.
He goes, it's fine.
He's like, it's fine.
It's like,
He
man,
knows
dude, everybody's an agenda. Everybody has a fucking agenda.
everyone's pitching him shit. Doing so, it's like I've legit
Every gift he receives.
I've never asked him I've never asked to be on his show.
No.
I've never asked him to come on this show. Nothing. I'll ask him for advice.
Yeah. We just talk. We had to talk about that, the other day about that, just podcasting and stuff like that. I'm never going to, I asked him if I could do the podcast one time because I wanted to promote my special, Man Tears. And I think it was Complicated Apes, I think. It was a long time ago. And that's it. I was doing a press tour, so I was like, hey, can I come on? But he would have said yes anyway, didn't he? Yeah.
And this is another one we kept getting. Each of you.
Let's make this the last one.
Who are
your... It's going to be a 7-hour podcast.
Yeah, no, we're almost done. But this one came up a lot. Who are each of your dream guests to one day have on this podcast?
We've already done it. This is where I'm at. Maybe we don't reach 1 million views or even 100,000 per episode. I'm okay with it. I wish it did. That'd be great. But if it means hustling and playing the whole YouTube algorithm game, I'm not going to do it. I'm 41. I'm not going to do it. We've had the guests that we want on. I'm not into the most famous person at the time who's going to get the most views. It's just not. I have no desire to do that. Yeah. We've had everybody on that I want to have on.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm right with you.
I don't care.
There's nobody. I'm too old.
It's not that I don't care about the show. I don't care about that hustle to get the person on and check. But I know he's hot. But look at it's just not. I'm 41. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've done it all.
I'm not going to be that excited about talking to anybody unless it's my friends and they're making me laugh.
We had Conor on. You name it. We have big people on. It's cool. I don't know. Those days are over. Yeah. That hustle like that. It's done, dog.
It's still fun to do this. 1,000th episode.
1,000, buddy.
You guys, all you guys.
Here's to 1,000 more before one of us die.
That's right, buddy.
Because this was 10 years.
Words.
This is 10 years. So another 10, you'll be how old? 67?
I'll be 35 years old because I'm in a cryo chamber. I sleep in a cryo chamber.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, guys. We love you. Thanks for tuning in. All the guests that came on, all the years. Can't thank you enough for giving two idiots like us a job. And we'll see you on Monday, man.
Fuck yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah, baby.
Love you guys.